Violet Moonheart. What? This is my first time meeting you, Violet. How are you? I was trying to blush. I'm pressing the wrong fucking buttons. Oh, there you go, blushing. How are you, Violet? It's nice to meet you. First time. Who are you? I once came out your womb. Both your wombs. So I guess did I come out of your womb? Hi, welcome into this deal, Violet. Look, yeah, 2 wombs became 1, chat. On that fateful day. That fateful. Hi, Violet. How was your stream? I hope you had a good stream. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. And hello, Ice Cubes. Welcome in. If you guys don't know who I am your local depressed med student, and I absolutely fucking hate my life. I haven't streamed in a long time. My name's Mochi. I'm a sorry, Mochi. I sneak fresh out the fridge, and I only stream on weekends. Yeah, I had a very busy week with school. I did not finish my schoolwork, but I'm here because I miss streaming. We're getting out of hand. There are 3 wombs. Are there 3 wombs? Does Violet have like 3 wombs in them? Wouldn't that make Violet's pelvis enormous? Maybe? I don't know. Should we go into the science of it? Do you guys want to know? I know about the stages of an embryo now. A little too much. I don't know why, but I hate it. I can tell you about the development of a baby. I don't know why I had to learn it, but let me tell you, I did not do well in that quiz on it. I was here like, what the fuck? I was a hard-ass test, dude. Just now? No, it was like sometime during the week I had to quit. I cannot talk about yourself. Yes, I could talk about the stages of the development. At week 3, you get like your little pharyngeal arches begin to form and shit. Okay, well, there's a reason why I failed the test, chat. Hi, Ice Cubes. Welcome in. How are you guys doing today, chat? Today is a very special day. It's Friday, and it's my first day streaming in a long time, so I really missed it. Thank you so much for the subs. Thank you. We got a lot of subs today, and I need to thank everyone for that. Chat, do not thank subs while I'm on loading screen, because I feel bad when I can't. I feel bad when I can't thank you guys and I'm loading. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm panicking. Thank you for the subs. Thank you. Do take your studies seriously. Yes, I will. I studied really hard, chat. Just if it helps to know, the entire class failed, so it's not that bad. Hi everyone, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Today, chat, let me tell you guys what we're doing today. After that, we're gonna welcome everyone, and I'm gonna thank you guys for the subs and stuff. So today, chat, we are giving away Silk Song keys. I wanted to give back to the Ice Cube community because you guys have been super nice to me, especially this last summer and stuff. And you know, I saw a lot of you guys are really interested in Silk Song, so we're giving away free keys today. It depends on what we do today, on how many we're gonna give away. I'm not confident we're gonna be able to play Silk Song today because of the time we have. So we don't play Silk Song today. We're just giving away 1 key, and then we're gonna give away another 2 the day we actually play Silk Song. We play Silk Song today, then we'll be giving away 3 keys today. But yeah, we give away 3 total keys. And how do you enter this raffle, you ask? You have to play Marbles on stream with me later. When I do it. It's gonna be random. Not sure when, but if you guys are looking into a free Silk Song key, you want to get it for yourself or your friend, yeah, feel free to stick around. Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow, Automar. Thank you. What are we playing on stream? Today we're gonna be chatting for a bit. I'm gonna be playing this web game. My manager suggests I try it out. So we're gonna play a web game while chatting today. And after that, we're gonna watch. It's about an hour fucking long. I'm gonna learn about the lore of Hollow Knight. So as you guys know, it's really hard for me to find time to play games or anything. So I really wanted to play Silk Song, but I haven't finished Hollow Knight yet. So we were gonna be playing Silk Song, and I'm gonna watch the Hollow Knight in the lore to get a brief, like, I want to know what's going on. I was curious in the story, like, why was the civilization erupted? Thank you so much for the sub, Math. Never mind, I take it back. Bro can only watch lore video because she's too sensitive. Shut the fuck up! Oh my gosh, this guy locks in on Elden Ring Night Rain. Now he thinks he's good at everything. Oh, go to bed, Gramps. Isn't it past your bedtime? Don't you need your diaper changed? You're going senile. Wait, you don't have time to stream? No, I know. Shocking. It's been rough. The YouTube stream title is just lying. I'll change the title if I'm lying, but yeah, Mochi, you're the one who always has back pain. Dude, my wrist has been hurting. I don't know why. I've been trying to do wrist stretches and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna try to rest it this weekend. I avoid writing notes, but it still hurts. Yeah, it's rough out here. It's I gotta get like a little hand brace or something, but yeah, doing my thing. I dropped an instrument in my fake mouth, so I theoretically killed someone. It was fake though, it was fake. This is why we're learning. Oh god, I'm gonna fail. I'm doing my best. I can't believe Mochi's been streaming this much. I know, a whole 9 minutes. Can you believe it, Oto-san? But yeah. Stop using it as an insult, Grandma. Grandma? Was me, Grandma? Am I a hag? Am I Claire? Dude, I had to do it again. It's oh god, I hate screaming Clear. Like I'm like Clear, X-ray, and my voice cracks so much. I get shy about it. But yeah. How have you guys been, Ice Cubes? What have you guys been up to this week? Hagchi, that's me. That's I'm aging, dude. School is genuinely aging me. Yeah, turns out I'm like the youngest in my class, and I'm like, cool. It'd be like that, chat. It'd be like that. Silksong and Uma is my week. Oh, I hope you have fun playing Silksong and Uma Musume. What the heck? That's a great week. That's a chat. Tomorrow's the Minecraft tournament. Oh shoot, did Violet leave? I should have talked. I should have been like, Violet, are you excited for the tournament tomorrow? I forgot that was happening. Chat, tomorrow's the Minecraft tournament. Are you guys excited for it? I'm super excited. It's gonna start at 2 p.m. PST, so early in the morning, and then are you gonna go to the moon tomorrow? I hope so. I don't think we can, but we're gonna try. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm scared. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you, New Night, for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. That is not the right. It's basically a morning chat, but yeah, be there for the tournament. Come by and cheer on Team Pink. We wanna win the prize money because I'm broke as fuck. I need it. Will we brick? I'm not gonna brick the Minecraft run, chat. It's impossible. No, I'm not hacking. You don't believe in me? Chat, I fucking hosted the tournament. Should I technically not have an advantage? I don't have an advantage. I suck. My other circle has been sharing their VXO adventures. Are you feeling FOMO, Tosan? I hope you guys are having fun with VXO. Yeah, I forgot that was happening too. Yeah, kind of a... Damn, I kind of picked a bad weekend to do the moon thing, but I don't know. It's just... I didn't know. Is Blockchain gonna... I'm not gonna fucking throw. But yeah, guys, check out the waiting room for it. Look at this thumbnail. Isn't it cool? Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you too. Are you looking forward to playing Silks? I am. Yes, I am. I'm excited to learn the lore today first, though. So we're gonna be like watching shit for like an hour and stuff today. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't think Avai is in the thing. Oh shit, did she change her Minecraft username? Let me double check. Did you change your Minecraft username? Just making sure. Or is it... Okay. Thank you so much for the follow, New Night. Hi, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching Resnick. 3-stream watching cinema. Hollow Knight lore is insane. I'm excited to learn about it. I want to know why the village was desecrated and shit. It seemed pretty... The game seemed really cute, so I'm like, what evil lore could be hiding? But, chat, does the story continue with Silksong? That's mainly what I was like. That's mainly why I wanted to catch up on the lore, because, like, I love stories, so... But she's gonna blow up the buildings on Minecraft. That's literally against the rules. No, I'm not blow up shit. Yes and no. What does yes and no mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I won't be surprised if she does. What do I do? There you go, I'm hydrated. Oh, it's on her schedule. Oh, I see. I think she's joining it. There's a team chat. Everyone, I have a Discord server, and everyone is on board that it starts tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it should be fine. Maybe I should check in with everyone. Her short-term memory is crazy. I can't, chat. I'm fun. Actually, I don't know. I feel like my short-term memory is really good, chat. Like, I don't know what happened. We did a lecture in class, right? And then, like, we did a Kahoots right after. And I was, like, the only one that got, like, everything right. I was like, oh, shit. They were like, Mochi, what the heck? Did you study? I was like, no, I just freaking, I don't know. I honestly, chat, I love learning about, like, diseases and shit. Like, that's what I was, like, the classes on, like, diseases and everything. And I was like, wow, this is fascinating. I was, I'm very invested. I didn't know there was, like, so much hepatitis and shit. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I was locked in. I was like, wow, what the fuck? And like the technology is amazing. People used to die from like chicken pox and shit, and that's not like a thing, you know. Of course it was a disease. So what? What does that mean? Of course it was a disease like it. What does that mean? Used to play Plague Inc. Lemma. What's Plague Inc? That's the first time. So how are you doing about the letters? I was doing pretty good. I think I don't know. She got shown like an image of a teeth or something. I can do it up to T, because that's how much primary teeth there are in a baby or a fucking child. What letter comes after X? I don't know. I know that there's a T. There's a T. And then there's like an A and shit. Fuck, don't ask me these questions. Don't ask me these questions. C sounds like diseases. C's, yeah, I guess they do a little bit. Thank you so much for the follow, Kev. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome into this stream. Welcome in. Do I have any other updates for you guys? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and let me start. Let's welcome everyone to the stream today. Welcome into the stream today, Seth. Welcome in, Mystic. Welcome in, Prom. Welcome in, Nosy. Thank you so much for the sub, Nosy. Thank you. Welcome in, NDK. Welcome in, Kitsu. Welcome in, Gel. Welcome in, Kaon. Welcome in, Maul. Welcome in, Your Life. Welcome in, Otosan. Welcome in, Pandy. Welcome in, Nell. Welcome in, Vesty. Welcome in, Celestia. Welcome in, Kitsu. Welcome in, Pyro. Hello, Kiwi. Hello, Nixie. And I think everyone here today. Let me know if I missed you. I will go ahead and say hi. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Hi, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Since I between both chats 7 times, I'm fucking, my eyes are disassociated. I'm very happy you're streaming. Thank you, chat. I'm very happy to be streaming. What else did I learn, chat? Well, I'm learning about anatomy because I need to fucking inject motherfuckers. I didn't realize the injection needle for your mouth is long as fuck, dude. Oh my gosh, I was looking at it and I was like, what the fuck? This is what gets injected into us when you like gotta numb our face? I'm like, that's crazy, yeah. And then like, yeah, they were like, yeah, make sure you don't fucking numb their neck. And I'm like, what? So yeah, there's a lot. Oh no, I'm a little anxious, chat. I'm a little anxious. How are you guys getting the little Hollow Knight icon? Wait, how are you guys getting the Hornet icon? What's your secret? I heard you laugh, but I can't say it forever. Whenever there's mine, I'll live here now. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Have a great time. I appreciate the lurks. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Mochi only acknowledges you when you her saddies. What does that mean? Oh, hi, Howdy. Welcome into the stream. When you pay her. Sorry, Howdy. You didn't tier 3 sub. I'm gonna ignore you now. I'm gonna... You need to give subs on the circle. Oh, that's really cool. She lives on a rock? I don't live on a rock, chat. My fucking room is a fucking mess, though. But, yeah. I've been trying out this new system that makes me less, like, freaking sad. So, you guys want to hear the new technique I've uncovered? I'm trying to not do schoolwork past, like, a certain hour so I can have some time to rest. I'm like, oh, if I don't finish my homework, I guess I don't finish that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some mental breaks because I've, like, literally been, like, I feel like I've been a different person lately. I've been a very, like, easily, like, on the edge, like, anxious. I've been biting my nails. It's been hard. No, I'm not gooning, chat. That's not my gooning time. Stop! No! I don't goon! You fucking freaks! I hope a weirdo comes in chat. Please don't let a weirdo come in. It gets awkward. But yeah, Gunchi, stop! No! All the weirdos are already here. Gunchi, sure. Stop. I gotta change my Twitter name. I don't know. Gunchi felt like, you know how people like have the not safe for work Twitter alts? Like, I was like, yeah, that's a good reason to make my name that. But I realized it was that's not how it's supposed to be. Okay. Sure. It doesn't involve booba peeking booba. Dude, chat, I'm not gooner because I look at tits. That's just a natural human reaction. Where else do I get my nutrients from, to be honest? The false advertising with Gunchi is insane. What do you mean false advertisement? That's like, chat, maybe I just goon in different ways, chat. I mean, that's what a gooner was saying. Gunchi versus Coochie would be the battle of the set. Who the fuck is Coochie, bro? Who? Really? I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks, dude. Rob got you to goon over painting in Dark Souls. Dude, bro, that was hot. Like, that's not even my fault, dude. Why does Miyazaki make big, beautiful women? That's not even, like, there was like a chest there and everything. But yeah. Not being the allegations. I'm the one who reads smut manga. I love smut. Because that, can you guys tell I'm lying? I'm not a gooner. No. Chat, let me go thank you guys for the subs today. Let me thank you guys. I want to go ahead and thank everyone. So we're gonna start off with was I streaming 4 days ago? Oh, I was streaming 4 days ago. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're gonna be thanking McFlare. Thank you so much, McFlare, for the tier 3 sub. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, Steph, for the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Mystic, for the 5 get the subs. Thank you. Thank you so much, Altosan, for the get the sub. Violet, thank you so much, MDK, for the tier 3 sub. Thank you so much, Wapper, for the tier 1 sub. No, Math pays me because he's a piece of shit. Thank you so much for the new Prime sub, Night. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, Nosy. Thank you. I hope you guys will enjoy your time here. And once again, if you're interested, we're gonna be giving away Silk Song keys today. Might just be 1 key. Depends if we play Silk Song or not. Really just depends. Gooning grinders are a different breed. A place our Mochi bull. Stop! No! What else is there to talk about, chat? Yeah, we have Race Moon going on tomorrow. If anyone's interested, try. I'm super close. I think we're about $100 away from the next Dono goal, our monthly Dono goal. On top of me, we're gonna be releasing a very big song cover I've been working hard on. I'm super close to finishing it. I've been trying to find time to work on it in between school because the cover is done. I just need to finish the artwork for it because I made a horrible mistake of recreating this shit 101 and I regret it. But yeah, that's the next one over there. As well, I want to thank you guys for buying our plushies, chat. Plushies are still up for sale for a little bit of time. I'm not sure when it closes. I need to ask management, but we reached the minimum order, so I should be getting a sample of plushie in the coming future. But yeah, plushies is fully funded, so you guys will all be getting your plushies when they're born. Thank you so much for redeeming VIP a Wheel of Fortune. Fuck no. Ew. Alright, sorry. Can I get us what? Pickle piss tie. What's happening? Oh, can I get 400? Why do you want a timeout? What do you want a timeout for? Alright, thank you so much, Char, for redeeming VIP a Wheel of Fortune. Let's go ahead and see how well this goes. Dude, chat, I need to be careful not to open my fucking, I'm in school and I open up my YouTube channel and see like how it's doing and I'm like, oh oops, this is not I really don't want to get doxxed for I really don't want to get doxxed. Like I would be messed. I don't even know what I would do. I'd cry. Well, Resnick's in timed out. What do you do, Resnick? You've been a bad cube. Sorry, I'm not doing that again. At the moment it sounded funny and now it just sounds like harassment, to be honest. It just okay, alright, where the freak is my cross captain? You already dogs? Suck my nuts. That was cringe. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Let me cringe in peace. Do I like bugs? No, I don't. There was a little ant crawling at me on... Whoa! Oh, sorry. Ooh, boo, boo. So close, so close. Goodbye, prom. That was close, though. That was close. That was... Whoa. Whoa, that was... Oh my god, I'm a fucking gambler, bro. It's in my blood. It's in my blood, chat. I'm a gambler. Yeah, anyways. 07 prom. Goodbye, prom C. Prom. I was trying to call him like a prom Uzi. Oh, there you go. Prom Uzi. The pussy. I'm done. I heard about Mochi's nuts today. Yes, thank you. I hope you like my nice golden balls. Dude, I really want to sell a fucking Testacuzi, bro. I want to like... Do you think they'll collab with me in my ask? Chat, if I collab with Testacuzi, would you guys buy like Testacuzis if it had like my face on it or something? Would you? I mean, it sounds like a good idea at first. Hi, Floyd. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Time flies. It has been 5 months or almost 6 months since debuting with Outbreak. Can you guys believe it? Guys, look forward to Outbreak's 1-year anniversary, which is next year. But we're working really hard on it. It's gonna be really fucking cool. I'm so fucking excited. Bro, you want to try to put their balls on your face, bro? Oh, ew, no, not like that. No, bro, Testacuzi just looks cool, bro. It's like a little toilet. But like, for, I don't know. Hi, to you. Welcome into this stream. Welcome in. Redeem, ignore. Did you read? Sorry, the chat's moving so fast. Let me see. VIP and Twitch. Congrats, McFlare. You got yourself a free VIP. Chat, who had the other VIP? I think it was it? I think it was Prawn. Wait, sorry, no, sorry. His name is Pawn, not Prawn. Sorry, Prawn didn't sound right. I was like, who the fuck? Wait, what? Is that actually the name? And no, sorry. Pawn had it. Free. Shut the fuck up. Channel points or something. I don't know. Just lick my nuts. I'm gonna find my fucking... Where's my rolls at? Viewers. Rolls. There you go. Alright, Freestyle. So sorry. Prawn. Too much gooning. Yeah, prawn stars, dude. You're Mochi. Oh my god, my voice cracked. Oh my god. I'm melting. That was horrible. My voice has been cracking so much. I think it's the dry air. It's been hot as fuck lately. Free. I'm sorry. I said free. Hi, Joe. Come in. How are you doing today? Good night. Good night, Nell. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today and hope you had fun. I need a strip pawn. Where the fuck are the... Oh, there you go. Row manager. Okay. I'm pretty sure pawn was the one with the free one, right? Last time. Fuck. I need to, like, write this down somewhere. But fucking... God forbids I didn't keep my shit together. Was it Pawn? It was either Pawn or Luna. I think it might have been Luna, but I know Luna donated last month to have that VIP. Oh, Pawn doesn't have VIP. I think it was Luna then. I think Luna redeemed it. Okay. Alright, congrats, McFlare. You got your VIP. Why the fuck are there two? There's two Reeds, dude. What? Is Reed here, chat? What the fuck? Why is there two Reeds that have VIP? Something went horribly fucking wrong here. Like, horribly wrong. 1v1 fast penguin. No. 1v1 Elden Ring. No, chat. I tried to do Elden Ring PvP once and it was sad. Like, I almost cried because the people, they would just like roll my spells and then whack me with a fucking stick and brutally murder me. It was horrible. It was fucking horrible. Okay, alright, there you go. So yeah, I think it is Luna, but Luna had enough donos last month to keep VIP, I believe. Reed went through my toast, true. VIP is monthly. I need to save up for a bunch of my free VIPs. No. Okay, I'm sorry. The VIP's not free. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a fucking liar. I'm a liar. I'm a scammer. I'm a gooner. Also, we're gonna open Pokemon cards, chat. It's September. You know what that means? My gacha budget restarted. You know what that meant? I bought more Pokemon cards. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Pokemon cards on Sunday. We're also gonna be playing Pokemon TCG with Amina, with Limina. So I'm very excited about that. So that'll be happening on Sunday. I have to end stream at 9 because I have class at 7. I need to wake up at 6. It's cooked. More TCG. Yeah, I hope Mina steamrolls you. What the fuck, guys? Mochi started admitting it. Admitting it is a start. I don't have an addiction, first of all. I don't... Okay, chat. What else was I gonna say? I don't think I have anything else to say. I added some new throne gifts if anyone was interested. Throne gifts do count towards the covered donation. What do I have there right now? I think I have a I had clay because we were gonna make clay figures for the ice cubes and just some socks for school. What Pokemon do you like to use in TCG? Wiglet. Lying about an addiction. Yo, I'm gonna gamble my savings during September at the end of the month. Classes on Sunday? Dude, Otosan, don't get me fucking started. But no, sorry. The class is on Monday. It's just I have to sleep. I think it was next week, is it? Yeah. Next week I have to go to school on a fucking Sunday. I have to go to school on Sunday for a stupid ass thing, dude. Okay. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Mochi, no more cussing this whole stream. Fuck you. Sleep. What does that sound like? I miss streaming times. Please don't. Take care of yourself. You gotta sleep. Stupid ass weekend things. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I do have to go to school next week, so tragic. That's unfortunate. Are you gonna be good, bro? I'll be okay. Don't you worry, chat. What else was I gonna say, chat? Chat, I have so much like. Chat, you know how I told you guys that like my grandma and shit disowned us and everything, right? Like there's been like some developments and I'm like, damn, I really want to talk about it, but I don't know if I can. But like I'm just scared they're gonna find my stream and realize I like love talking shit about them. It's like, oh my gosh, they crazy though. That's all I have to say. Fuck. They crazy as fuck, chat. Yeah, so I'm really just worried about my mom. I feel like my mom's so strong, but you know, these are her parents, you know. I feel like for me, I don't have strong feelings about it just because they're just old people to me. Like it's just a hag to me, you know, but you know, to my mom, that's her mom, so I'm like, damn. That's rough, buddy. But yeah. I feel like there are worse things than a fire on your stream than you talking shit. That's true. There's a lot of other things to see. Oh my god, my voice is cracking, dude. If my voice cracks one more time, I'm gonna moan on stream, dude. I'm gonna freak out. Thank you so much, Shin, for the Prime sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. 5 months is my life's changed in a good way. You found Mochi. Thank you, Shin. Thank you. Have you taken an IQ test recently? Have you seen any consequences of being here every day? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the sub, Mochi. Dude, chat, I've been trying to keep flowers in my room, chat, right? I keep flowers in my room for the ambiance. Like it's nice. It's like smells good and it helps with the mental health a little bit, right? There was fucking mold on my flowers. I don't know how, but algae spawned on it and I'm so confused. So I threw it away and now I'm sad. My poor flowers. That's what I'm saying, dude. Why did Mochi sold me fan? Hey, that was a fucking secret, motherfucker. We got a $1 tip. Thank you so much for the $1 tip, Prom. Let's see what Prom had to say. You're a bottom. Aren't you fucking banned? Shut up, you're banned. Hey, yo, can I get some? No, fentanyl. I gave up that business. You can check out the VOD, though. Wait, how do you make fent, chat? What is fent? I know meth is like crystal, but what is fent? What is fent? I know you wrap it in a brick, right? Oh, we should do a fent stream, chat, where I like wrap some like... I'm imagining is fent green? I'll wrap some green substance in like a bunch of like towels. That would be pretty good. When do you make lean? Lean is like you use cough syrup and alcohol. I know that. We shouldn't trust, but what if, chat? What if? I need a new career. I don't think the med field's cut out for me. It's really not. I'm not gonna look it up, chat. I learned my fucking lesson from waterboarding. That was pretty bad. Wait, that's what lean is? Is that what lean is? I don't know. Is it? Chat, is that what lean is? I only know about robo-dosing. What the fuck is robo-dosing, dude? Is this like... What the fuck? What the damn, bro? I don't fucking party, bro. I'm not. I'm super strong painkillers that can be deadly in very small doses. Really, that's horrifying. Oh my gosh. Drug cheat teaches me drugs. I don't. My drug unit starts in like next year or something. No. Yo, can you hook me up with some meth, bro? Shut the fuck out. You're making fun of my list. No, no, no. I'll hit you up with some circumcision if you fucking want. Thank you so much for the tip. Thank you so much for the... I can't see, I'm blind. Thank you so much for the $1 tip, Kitsu. We love our bottom cheek. Shut the fuck up. Stop donating $1 and insult me, Jess. Stop donating $1 and insult me. You're horrible. You're horrible. You're... What? Not gonna lie, I forgot you have a list. I don't have a list. You drink cough syrup and you cut alcohol, makes you drop IQ. That sounds horrible, dude. Haha, bottom cheek, shut up. Thank you so much for the 5 bits. Thank you. I appreciate the 5 bits. Thank you, chat. Alright, should we try what is it? What the fuck is it called? Scatole or something? Scatole. What is it? Thank you so much for the follow, Kaya. Thank you. I wanted to play the web game today. Web game. Scrandle. Sorry, not scat. No, not scat, please. Chat, I was actually really upset when you guys saw that chocolate stain on my mouse pad and called it a shit stain. I was like, that is not a shit stain. Chat, I'm gonna do a room review, chat. I'm gonna do a fucking room review. And, like, I'm gonna be like, yo, you guys have worse rooms than me. Like, I wanna... Can we do that, chat? Oh, I do want to do a VTuber feet tier list. Let's do that next week, chat. I'm gonna post on Twitter for you guys to submit your favorite anime girl feet. And we're gonna look at everyone's anime girl feet. Okay, is this the right Scrandle? Am I gonna get a fucking virus? Is this the right one? Scrandle.com? Chat, is Scrandle.com dead ass the real ass thing? Is it? Send me your feed, Mochi, then. You have to pay for that, good sir. You gotta pay for that, good sir. You have to. You want viewer review? I got pictures to show them as hell, yeah. Rank all of Glishstar's feet. Oh, that'll be a special segment. Yeah, let's do that, chat. Let's do that. Oh, that sounds so fun. What the fuck? I miss streaming, chat. I miss streaming. Thank you so... Oh, what do you have here? Are you gonna insult me, Mystic? Alright, thank you so much, Mystic, for the $1 tip. Thank you. Let me see. What is this about? Where the fuck is my stream loading? Bottom cheek. What the fuck? You didn't even type a fucking sentence. At least everyone else typed the sentence. Thank you so much for the $1 tip, Mystic. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. If you do that, Glishstars is going in the green. Oh my god, dude. I knew it. Oh, someone just bought clay. What the fuck? Wait, hold up. Who just orders that? MDK, thank you so much for the Throne donation to the clay. Thank you. I'll be adding $21 to the Donago on top in just a moment. I just have to make sure we got the right Scrandle. I also gotta get some music up really quick. I want some DOVA BGM. Oh god, thank you so much. What? Why are you guys so mean today? Oh, $1 for the feet. Okay, that's fair. Thank you so much for the $1 tip for the feet. Thank you, Kitsu. I appreciate it. My not paying for feet is something for Blue Twitch. What's Blue Twitch? The fuck is a Blue Twitch? OnlyFans? Do they have live stream on OnlyFans? That'd be so funny, chat. If there's a live stream on OnlyFans, I'd fucking do it, bro. I wanna do like, I don't know. What should I do that's like freaking... What's like porn? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's go play Scandal. Thank you so much for the $1 donation, Mystic. Thank you. $1 for the other feet. Oh yes, now we have the full set cinema. Let me go open this here. Okay, you should be able to hear alerts now. Fansly? I've never heard of Fansly. Is that not OnlyFans? Oh god, Chatterbait sounds disgusting. I can't. I know nothing about it though. I'm just, you know. Okay. Alright, Scrandle chat. Let's play daily. How to play. Each item has a percent rating. Is decided by social media posts. Choose item you see to see the higher rating. Think about everything you've seen. The price of each item is the quality of phone, including extra. Why the fuck am I looking at dick, bro? What the fuck? Yo, the $6 hot dog is so fucking worth though. Wait, okay, sorry. I gotta make myself a little bit skinnier so you guys can see it. Holy shit! Chat, look at the $6 hot dog. You get a bang for your buck, bro. You get so much with that. Like, it goes like, look, my hair is fucking blocking. You see that shit? Look at how long and slim it is. You get so much meat for your dollar. It's fucking long, bro. Looks like it would hurt. Hurt to eat though. Hurt to eat. Okay, I'm gonna buy. I think this one's worth it more, right? This is worth the money. Thank you, Profit $1 dono. Imagine posting your feel. Shut the f. I'm not even reading the rest of that. I'm sorry. I'm not reading the rest of that. Not for $1. I'm not reading that. You had a curl. You had a curl. Okay. All right. Let me I'm gonna fuck in my stream elements. Okay. The other looks better, really. I don't like it. I don't like the, like, why does it have hair in it or whatever the fuck? I hate hot dogs, chat. I fucking hate meat. What the fuck? Everyone's opinion is wrong. Ooh, which hot dog looks better? Why the fuck? Is it all fucking Glizzies? They don't call me the Glizzy Goblin for no reason. Sorry. This one looks like it has a good personality. This one's cute. I feel like this looks like... Look at this one, bro. This one's fucking all dried out. Probably stays flaccid. This one is cute. They'd probably, like... I don't know. It looks like they'll be nice to you. There's also 2 of them. So you get, like, a 2 for 1. They also have, like... It has, like, Is that Hawaiian bread? I don't know. They got that bread, though. It looks pretty good. This one actually looks good. Like, this is, like, a nice golden color. I'll pick this one. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm on the better side. See, I feel like that one did look tastier. What the fuck? Okay, this one looks nice. It's nice, long, and firm. This sounds horrible. Are you giving away Silk Song keys and made of silk? No, just of tears. This one looks gross. What's going on here, bro? Why is it so wrinkly? Is this an old hot dog? Why is it so wrinkly? Let's go get this one. Okay, great. I'm glad the public agreed with me. Yo, what the fuck? This is bread! What is this? What hot dog? Where's the hot dog? What? Ew, this is also nasty as fuck, bro. Ew, that looks like a shit stain. Like, I literally shat this out in a public restroom, dude. Oh my god, chat, I did not tell you guys. So... Chat, I want you guys to think of, like, it's an old lady, right? The sweetest old lady ever. So she's like my teacher, right? So the sweetest old lady ever. She's so nice. She's very patient and very slow, right? And it's very sweet. And she gives like a lot of candy and snacks during class, right? So I was talking with her, right? It was just me and her alone in the classroom. I was just asking for advice on how to manage my life, right? And then, while talking with her, I farted. It was a silent fart. I only knew I farted because I felt a little bit of air pass through my cheeks, right? And then I started smelling it. And we were just in a very deep talk about life, you know? Like, we were in a very deep talk. She was like, oh yeah, you're young right now, and this is all new. And so we were like in a very serious talk. And it just smells like shit. It sounds like shit. And while she's talking to me, I'm like, you know the fucking gif of I Show Speed where he's like smiling, he's like not, like that's literally me while talking to her. I was like, dude, oh my god, I like stopped hearing her because like I was like, oh my god, I just farted, dude. And she just kept talking, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure she could smell it. I remember at one point of her talking, I went to like cough in my shoulder, like I turned around and cough. It was actually just me smiling. I was looking at the ceiling and not fucking laugh. I was like, oh my god, that was stressful, bro. I think that's the most amount of stress I've ever had, was farting in front of this poor old lady and her just having to sit there. Like, she can't just be like, did you just fart? Like she can't just tell me, did you just fart? Like I can't. It's so bad. Oh my god. It's horrible, bro. Why does my fart smell so bad, dude? gassing an old lady is wild. I wasn't gassing on purpose, dude. I posted on it on my own account. People were like, why, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, do you think I could just hold in my farts, bro? What kind of fucking strong coochie do you think I have, bro? I can't just suck that shit back up. Like, it comes out naturally, bro. My asshole is loose from the massive shits I shit out. Have you been eating well? This week on Tosan, I've been eating a lot better at Tosan this week than I did last week. I try to make it a priority for me to eat well. I did get pretty hungry like 2 days of the week, but that's like better than the whole week. So I'm trying to pack more snacks and stuff. So I'm figuring out. I think I'm getting better at figuring out my shit. So but yeah, anyways, that happened. So I mentioned that because this looks like a shit mark. I didn't shit my pants though. You can't excuse yourself to the restroom? No, we were in the middle of a deep conversation. And also, I didn't think it was gonna smell. I didn't think it was gonna smell. So when it came out silently, I was like, oh, thank God. But instead, it was worse. It was actually a silent but deadly. It was really bad. It was really bad. But yeah. I'm glad to see Mochi, so it's chaos my last visit. How are you doing, Amelia? How was your finals? I think last time we taught you were going to do your finals of school. I hope you've been well. You didn't think I'll fucking spark. My farts used to not smell until I started drinking protein shakes, chat. Like, my farts were actually loud, but clean. But now they're just quiet and stinky. It's really bad. You have the biggest balls in the world. Rather than holding it, you took the risk. I couldn't hold it in if I wanted to, chat. I genuinely never held in anything, bro. Like, I don't hold this shit in well. Like, what do you do? How do you hold it in, bro? I gotta do, like, some ass exercises, chat. If I, like, work out my butt, will it make it stronger so I can hold in my farts? Because you know what? I will. I'll start fucking working out. That's the science of it. That's... Is that the science? I'll do it. I'll do it. Like, don't even question. Don't even question me. Oh, thank you so much, Naoto, for the $1 dono. Farchi, stop! Girlchi, stop! I miss you a lot. I'm doing great. I want to see you more now. My schedule makes sense. I'm happy to hear that, Amelia. I miss seeing you in chat too. Make sure to take care of yourself, okay? I don't stream too often anymore, so you'll probably only catch me on weekends. I'm thinking of trying to schedule some gaming times on Wednesday with friends. So I might be on some of my friends' streams on Wednesday nights, but I won't be streaming because I'm really tired, chat. Even today, I'm like really tired. I actually I meant to stream at 7, chat, but I accidentally fell asleep. So I was gonna start streaming at 7, but I fell asleep. So I actually just woke up and started the playlist. I'm sorry, not the playlist. Started the stream, so that's what happened. But yeah. Anyways, chat. This looks really fucking gross. I'm gonna take the dry bread. Okay, see, everyone agreed with me. Like, that dry bread is just better. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, this one's girthy and shit. I mean, at least it looks more like a hot dog. This is like a hamburger. Like, this pisses me off. Like, who the fuck? What the fuck is happening in Alamar? What state is that? I don't think I've ever heard of fucking Alamar State. I didn't write down my map. Oh, this one's here is the United Kingdom. Oh, this isn't even America. Oh shit, sorry. I didn't realize there's other places in the world. My fault. I don't know. Sorry, my fault. I didn't see the flag. The sad about these that they cost money. There's something you make like a dare. It's horrible. Oh, European foods. What the fuck is going on in the Netherlands? Alright, we're gonna go with this one. This one looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, I'm glad. I'm pretty right at this on what the public likes. What? Ew, bro, why is this shit so fucking pasty, bro? It looks like it ejaculated like fucking 15 times in a row. Now it's out of commission. Do you guys know you can lose your cock? That's a lie, actually. I don't know why I said that. Did you guys know you can lose your teeth? Like, you lose your bone. If you don't have teeth in your bones, like, you have like a bone. It's called the alveolar bone in your fucking mouth. If you don't have something in there, that shit decays. Like, it fucking despawns. So, like, if you can afford it and you're losing teeth, get implants so your bones don't decay because your face starts to cave in. Yeah. Bridges are a scam, but they're cheaper, I think. But I'm sorry, there's a whole science of it. Yeah, that one's like, this is nasty, but yeah, this one's like cut off. This one looks more appetizing though, right? Like, I don't know. This still, ew. I don't have teeth in my bones. Sorry. You have You have a bone that holds your teeth, man. You have a... Alright. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, I'm glad the public agrees with me. What the fuck? Yo, this one got fucking... This one got meningitis, and this other one has herpes, bro. Which one would you eat? I mean, I guess, like, at times like these, like, look, a long hot dog for $3 is really worth, dude. Alright, we can stick the herpy dog. What the fuck? Is this a Chinese sausage? Kind of looks like it, but not really. Ew, this one's just gross, bro. Like, why is it so, like... Why is it so oiled up, bro? What's going on? I like this one better. This one looks like... At least I don't know. It's just like... At least it's not like... I don't know. It's just, I don't have to deep throat it. Okay, the public agrees with me. Who the fuck bit this? Someone bit this, dude. For $7? That's a fucking scam, bro. This for $7? I guess I'll take the $5 hot dog. There's like a little glazed line over here. Yeah, this one's pretty okay. I take this one. What the fuck? You guys ready to get your ass scammed? Who the fuck? Who's buying a $7 fucking hot dog when you can buy a $3 one? You buffoons. Ew. This is both disgusting. How do I pick none of them? Okay, this one's just fucking... This one's like... fucked up. Like, first of all, this bread looks like hard as fuck. Second of all, why did it... It's like freaking dying here. Got cut here. And it's like so wrinkly. I like this one. It's a little more smooth. It's like bumpy, but I think it adds texture while you eat it. Fuck, dude. I feel like everything I say sounds like I'm inserting this up my asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like a bit like obscene the way I'm describing it. Like, it's like... But I'm not. I'm like actually talking about like there's texture to it. You know, there's like little bumps. The buns aren't even together on the left. Well, just fucking rotate it. Just rotate it. I think you can just rotate it and enjoy your meal than getting whatever dry piece of shit this is. Yeah, okay, so look, the public agrees with me. We did it, chat. We did it. We got a fucking 80%. Not bad. The public agrees with me. Alright. That was my first time playing Scramble. That's pretty fun. Do they always have like hot dogs every day? Or is it like a different food? Deconstruct a hot dog. A hot dog in theory. You got a higher score than Arisa. That means I'm smarter than Arisa. I'm gonna tell her that. V's not bad. I'm perfect at taking tests. Mochi's not the highest score of everyone. Really? Wow. Yeah, wow. I'm really good at taking tests. Maybe got a 5 out. What the fuck? Wait, that means some of the choices I was like blasting they thought was better. And that makes me pissed off. So those hot dogs are nasty. Those hot dogs are nasty. I can go over a whole debate over this. I can... Fridays are doomed, Mochi. Today it was Glizzy. Oh, Mochi's really likes her Glizzies. I'm a Glizzy connoisseur. We got a 7. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Mochi's very knowledgeable about the Glizzies. Alright, that was fun. Thank you guys so much for watching that, chat. Thank you. Hope you guys had fun. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and yap a bit more. So, I yap a bit more, yap until I get my thing out. How have you guys been, chat? Have you guys been well? If you guys are new here, I made a new all Twitter account to then about my life and, you know, join Discord. I want to do community nights again. We'll see if we have time though. Thank you so much for the $1 donation. Of course, Mochi knows her Glizzy as well. Thank you guys all for the $1 donations. Thank you. I appreciate it. Chat, that's disgusting, bro. I'm more of a ass connoisseur than a Glizzy one. It's a Gucci with stop. Ew. I need to head out right now, but this was fun. Bye, Pyro. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you had fun, and thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Everything good at school, Mochi? I'm doing my best. It's hard, but it's hard for everyone, so it is what it is. I think the main thing is that I'm just really sad I don't get to stream as much anymore, and also like it's just hard, yeah. Yeah, I think I might need to become a stripper or something. I don't know. Figure it out. But yeah. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, we're gonna give away some Silk Song keys later today, chat. I think maybe we'll do it after we watch the lore video. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Okay, chat. Are you guys ready to watch some Hollow Knight lore? We're gonna go ahead and watch the lore of Hollow Knight. I want to know about the story. There was like a 10-minute recap, but I think I wanted to do like the hour one. I wanted to get the full depth, so let me go find a link for it. It's called like the mostly Hollow Knight full lore or something like that. The mostly complete lore. Yeah, this one over here. An hour and 17 minutes. So check it out. I'm wondering what is the story of this cute little guy. This guy's so cute. How does the Silk Song key thing work? Good question. How do I buy Steam keys? Oh my god! Wait, I forgot to even fucking buy Silk Song. What time is it? I think we can play an hour today. I forgot to buy the fucking game for myself. I don't know. How do I buy a Steam key, actually? I wasn't sure how to do that. I wanted to buy for friend. If anything, maybe I'll just... If anything, maybe I'll just freaking PayPal you the money. I think maybe we'll do that. I'll PayPal you the money if I can't figure it out, but it should be easy. Sorry, I forgot! Chat, I was doing my fucking homework! I was doing my homework so I can stream today. It's hard work. It's very, very hard work. Oh my god, why didn't they want me to enter my freaking information again? Like, you already have my credit card. How do I buy a game? Step 1, make money brokey. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, bro. Has anyone robbed you recently? I hope you get robbed again. You're due for it. It's been a while. It's all good, Mochi. Don't get pressure for it. Pressure for what? Am I pressuring for? I bet you'll forget how to craft. I won't. You can buy it on G2A. Easy to buy keys. It's easy to buy keys. Don't worry. That's crazy. Sorry. You're over here saying I hope you get hit by a car. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Fuck. I don't know my password, chat. My password is like fucking 20 hours long, dude. Okay, there you go. Don't listen at Vixen. What's a Vixen? Is that like a Rudolph friend? There was Toby and Moby and Prancer and Dixon and Vixen and something and most of them all. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very fucking big ass nose. There you go. Mochi. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to sing Rudolph. Is that... Oh, what's what? I was trying to sing Rudolph. Was that not accurate? What? When will you sing the Silk Song? Is there a Silk Song? I'm gonna have to hear the Silk Song. Not at all, bro. Okay, well, sorry. I guess that wasn't accurate. Oopsies. Also, chat, I just commissioned art for my Docky. So now I'm actually broke as fuck and it's horrible. But I just commissioned art for my Docky, chat. It was pretty expensive, but I think you're gonna look forward to it. I got 2 different artworks, so both sides are different. So yeah, look forward to the Docky coming out. Probably on my anniversary. I think it might be my anniversary merchandise. But we'll see, Yeah, look forward to it. I'm excited. Hi, Armchair. Welcome into the stream. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Right now, we're about to play some Hollow Knight Silk Song. But we're gonna watch the Hollow Knight lore first for the first fucking hour. So we're gonna... We're just gonna be yapping here. Thank you so much for the $1 tip from. Thank you. I appreciate it. How are they gonna do a Docky of you? It's gonna be tasteful, but it's not gonna be lewd. I'm not gonna get lewd Docky. One side's gonna be wholesome, the other one's gonna be tasteful, because that's what I promised during the thon. Haha, Brokey, shut the fuck up. Dude, math! I'm gonna fucking murder you. Stop! Okay, there you go. See, only math gets spammed because he spammed it. Stop spamming it. No. Okay, there you go. Silk Song is installed. I heard Silk Song crashed the Steam servers, chat. How was it trying to get the game on the first day? Was it hard? Doing well. Hope things have been good for you. Thank you, Archer. Thank you. Thank you. Things are going good today. I've really missed streaming, so I'm very, very, very happy to be back. And yeah, we're just gonna be watching some Hollow Knight lore right now. Mochi, simply don't work for 10 hours a day. I wish I could not, but I'm literally already at school for like 10 hours a day. It's like crazy. Nintendo was down too. That's crazy. New record for streams. That's so funny. If you waited until after the normal work hours, then it was easy. Oh. PlayStation and Xbox stores broke too. That's kind of funny. I also imagine that kind of sucks. I know a lot of people were really excited to play it at release. I know a lot of people called off work for it, like. So yeah. Okay, alright chat, are you guys ready to watch the lore of Hollow Knight? Who here knows the full lore of the game? I don't know anything. I just know the village was desecrated. And there's also a really hot bug. Not that I want to fuck it, you know, I was just saying like that bug has a little more curvature than the other bugs I saw. But yeah, math probably does. Ew. Hot bug. No. I'm just making an observation. I watched it a while ago, but I don't remember anything. Really? Okay, well, today's a good recap. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me go ahead and play this here today. Sorry, I heard something outside, but I think something just fell. Alright, yeah, 380 out in the first game. That's amazing, your life. What the heck? Did you call off work to know your life for the release? Helldivers, delete Mochi. Are you a bottom for... I'm not a bottom for anyone, chat. I'm not a bottom for nothing. Not me. I know bugs in Mochi's room get the gain sentience. They die, bro. Cockroaches die in my room. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on here. My first radioactive. Okay, chat. Let's go ahead and start. Welcome in, YouTube, to another react. Today we're gonna be reacting to the mostly complete lore of Hollow Knight, and today we're reacting to this because I want to play Silk Song, but I don't have time to finish Hollow Knight. I did play it a little bit, but I don't have time to finish it. So we're gonna be watching some of the lore to learn about Hollow Knight. I was curious on why the entire village was desecrated. I'm also more curious on why this video is an hour and 17 minutes long. I didn't realize the Hollow Knight lore went so deep, so I'm really excited to learn about it, and I hope you guys look forward to learning about it with me, or if this is like if this is lore you already know, I hope you're looking forward to seeing my reaction to it. Alright, shall we go ahead and get started, chat? Let's go ahead and learn the lore together, and after that we're gonna give away some Silk Song keys. Okay. Warning, few spoilers for Hollow Knight. Please bear it in mind before embarking on this journey, or don't. I really don't care.
If you were to ask me, what is your favorite video game ever made? I would have to say Cory in the House for the Nintendo DS.
I never played
Hollow Knight
that!
would be a close second. Hollow Knight was released on February 24th, 2017 by Team Cherry, an indie game studio based in the mythical land of Adelaide, South Australia. Over the past 3 years, Hollow Knight has become...
Wait, Hollow Knight is Australian? That's so cool! I didn't know Australia was real.
an indie darling. The game has sold over 3.5 million copies. It was the opening game at ADGQ 2019. There's a Hollow Knight book, a line of plushies, t-shirts, nicotine patches, nuclear warheads, and even vinyl records for all you goddamn hipsters. Team Cherry had one goal when making Hollow Knight. They wanted to create a world that allowed players to get completely lost in exploration. We can see this desire in Hollow Knight's design. The levels in Hollow Knight are massive, with secrets and rewards hidden in every nook and cranny, be that powerful charms, special abilities, or the game's navigation system requires the player to work for their map, forcing them to make a stronger mental image of the world in their head. Christopher Larkin's score and Ari Gibson's artwork lend to this as well, creating an atmosphere that the player won't want to leave. But there's one aspect.
I feel like when I was playing Hollow Knight, I was confused as fuck. I was like, I just kept walking in circles. I didn't know where to go. But that's really cool. So like the whole game, the whole like world is connected to each other, like in one big map. That's really cool.
Aspect of Hollow Knight that keeps people like me coming back. The world building.
The world building. I'm excited about that. I want to learn more
when
about
Super
it.
Metroid launched in 1994, it stood out for its amazing sense of immersion. Now in 1994, I was busy not being alive, but I've watched enough YouTube video essays to know that this game was a big deal. In case you didn't know, Super Metroid is basically the granddaddy of all Metroidvanias. That's why they're called Metroidvanias. Now in Super Metroid, there are moments that give the player a sense of depth.
Chat told me about this term.
Basically the feeling that this world exists outside of Samus's interactions with it. In the room right before that diabetic crocodile thing, Samus can find the corpse of a random soldier. His inclusion here doesn't change the gameplay at all, but instead gives the player a sense of wonder about the world they are exploring. Who was this guy? Why was he here in the first place? Did he like jazz? Now, finding dead bodies and other random garbage is pretty cool, right? Well, Hollow Knight basically does the same thing, about a dozen times. Through its world building, Hollow Knight turns Hallownest into a living kingdom. You can sense the ancient history of the land when you look at dilapidated structures.
The baby bug! Look at that! Why is there a dead baby bug? It's so sad.
Or giant barred doors. Nothing feels like it was put into the game randomly. There's a reason for it all. Except those reasons aren't the easiest to uncover. Hollow Knight's narrative is buried under layers of NPC dialogue, item descriptions, lore tablets, and even additional content like the Quarrel comic and Fangamer's Wanderer's Journal. These past 3 years have seen an insane amount of research by the Hollow Knight community to make sense of Team Cherry's sprawling world.
How to eat ass!
We've even made it to the point where people are looking at the in-game signs to try and decipher Hallownest's logographic language. In this video, I hope to give you a long and detailed look into the world of Hollow Knight, exploring Hallownest's history and uncertain future. When I'm not busy making surprisingly accurate Super Smash Bros. Roster speculation videos, or insightful podcasts about beloved subjects like the Donkey Kong Country television series, or whatever this was supposed to be, I'm usually making videos about Hollow Knight. And while I am a seasoned Hollow Knight lore expert, I cannot confirm that every musing or theory presented in this video is completely correct. I highly recommend checking out the lore section of the Hollow Knight wiki if you want a more neutral explanation of Hollow Knight's lore. But if you're too lazy to read, then I suggest you sit back, order some Domino's pizza, or just grab a block of cheese from the fridge, and enjoy the mostly complete—
Yeah, I don't have cheese in my fridge because fucking Arisa eats all of it! Sorry, I love my wife.
lore of Hollow Knight.
Wait! Is the Hollow Knight a beetle? I was wondering what animal is he?
It's a simple—
Whoa! Wait, he looks like a beetle, right? Oh my god, he does! I think he's a beetle. That's so cute. I thought it could
lore
be
of Hollow Knight.
It's
a simple fact of life that every human worships a god, be that technology, ideologies, or in rare cases, God. As it turns out, the bugs in Hallownest pretty much operate in the same way. From the Mosskin born from the dream of a giant slug, to the emo kids of the ancient civilization who literally worship the darkness, there is no shortage of things to worship in the world of Hollow Knight. Our story begins with a creature very much worthy of worship. A creature born from the carcass of a worm. The carcass can still be found in the Kingdom's Edge, and it's our only good look at what worms actually looked like. At the time Hollow Knight occurs, it is suggested there are no worms left in the world. They were incredibly long creatures that featured little to no limbs. Another more mysterious property of worms was that they had some kind of prescience or foresight. Basically, they could see the future to some capacity. It isn't clear how effective this ability was. Considering how the entire race went extinct, this foresight ability must have been pretty shit. Getting back to this particular worm carcass, it is explained that this worm traveled across the distant mountains and wastelands beyond Hallownest. Once it arrived in Hallownest, the worm died. Except not really. Inside the maw of the carcass sits a pale broken egg, out of which hatched a new form of worm, a being of meager shell. This—
How does it— wait, who got the worm pregnant? Or is that not important? I'm a scientist, chat. Wait, whoa, the worm— is this a worm baby? Wait, this looks so cool. Okay, let's learn about them.
The form of the worm is usually referred to as the Pale King, and he's the character basically responsible for everything that happens in Hollow Knight. The Pale King is a higher being, a type of creature that exists above all others.
Whoa.
His body was said to shine with a radiant visage that harmed those who looked upon him. The ultimate goal of the Pale King seemed to be in line with that of other worms. A line from the cryptic Mr. Mushroom reads, "Worms pull bugs into their thrall, till ages pass and kingdoms fall." In other words, it's just in their nature. Dogs wag their tails, cats bury their shit,
Cute.
and worms bring massive amounts of bugs into their service in order to form long-standing kingdoms and civilizations. And here in a far corner of the world, the Pale King emerged from the corpse of his former self and began to build his eternal kingdom, Hallownest. There's just one slight problem. There's like people already living there.
Oh shit.
The area that would eventually become Hallownest was already filled with mantises, bees, moths, spiders, mushrooms, and bush cosplayers.
What?
Each of these groups were already operating with their own cultures and societies, and each group had a different interaction with the Pale King. One of the more receptive groups to the arrival of the Pale King were the mushrooms of the fungal wastes. These creatures were able to communicate with one another through one shared mind. The mushrooms viewed this shared mind as a strength, and they were—
Oh my god, look at how fat they are! That's so cute! They're so chunk!
kind of smug dickheads about it. Ultimately, the mushrooms rarely accepted the Pale King's rule, viewing his foresight as a shield to the dangers of the future. Another group living in the fungal wastes is the Mantis tribe. The Mantises have a rich cultural history reaching back to long before the birth of Hallownest. The Mantises are a proud tribe, believing in the importance of proving one's physical strength. The Mantises are fiercely territorial, but will show respect to those who display great power. These Fight Club enthusiasts were led by 4 powerful Mantis Lords, who I guess just kind of sat around waiting for outsiders to challenge them. The Mantis tribe had no interest in the Pale King's kingdom, but the two communities did come to a truce. In exchange for their independence from Hallownest, the Mantis tribe kept the beasts of Deepnest from invading Hallownest. Not sure why they didn't just go out the other exits from Deepnest, but whatever. I'm not an expert on border patrol. I don't work at ICE anymore. Let's move on to Deepnest. Now, many of the different tribes of Hallownest were kind enough to leave lore tablets behind, detailing pretty much everything we need to know about them.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the bugs of Deepnest didn't do that. We know that the spiders of Deepnest had a monarchy because why not? Those are always good, right? Also, within Deepnest are a separate group of spiders that immigrated to Deepnest at some point in the past. This group was known as the Weavers, and they established their own culture and history within Deepnest. They used looms of silk to weave stories, spells, and shields.
Whoa.
One thing we know for sure about Deepnest is that they really didn't want anything to do with Hallownest. The struggles of Deepnest-Hallownest relations would become painfully clear as time goes on, but for right now, it seems like the two remained fairly isolated from one another. Another section of pre-Hallownest includes Greenpath. Now, as far as we can tell, the mushrooms, mantises, and spiders of Deepnest didn't worship any higher beings. There is this giant mushroom corpse in the fungal core, but I don't think this is a higher being. I mean, who the hell would want to worship a fat-ass mushroom? Fat-ass slugs? Now that's dope.
I like the fat-ass mushroom. I would worship it. It's cute.
The land we know as Greenpath was created by the higher being known as Un. Un used her great mind to dream the vegetation of Greenpath into the once barren caverns. Un's followers, the Mosskin, were also born out of Un's dream, making her their creator. Greenpath at its height was actually much larger than we see in-game. At one point, Greenpath stretched into both modern-day Queen's Garden and possibly Fog Canyon. Greenpath's citizens showed themselves to be a fairly developed society. They built a temple at the Lake of Un in order to worship her, and they even had their own line of defense, with Moss Knights showing proficiency in combat, using nails and shells as weapons. The Law of Un continued to remain in effect even after the Pale King arrived, but it seems like they allowed the king to establish a road through their lands, leading travelers to the heart of Hallownest. Hence the name Greenpath. Yeah, Team Cherry really racked their brains when naming this area, didn't they? Next, we have the bees. And while there is no lore on how these bees can turn into fucking drills, or how they can ignore all known laws of aviation, we do know how they reacted to the Pale King. These bugs decided to seal their hive off from the rest of the world, with only patrol bees being able to enter and exit the hive. So yeah, the bees are pretty much pointless in this story. And finally, we have the Moth Tribe. In-game.
Well, I feel like the bees. I guess the bees didn't like that motherfucker. The motherfucker was like wanting to become king or something, right? Well, I guess we still need to know more, but they sealed themselves off like the whole hollow nest thing. What are you even saying? Shut up, chat! Shut up! Chat said Mantis Lore is Mantis Lore battle is one of the best. I need to check it out. I heard the soundtrack was really good. I wanna see some of these sites.
The only moth settlement is in the resting grounds, but the tribe might have also inhabited the Crystal Peak at one point. Now, as we all know, moths in real life are just complete assholes.
And
as for the moths in
dumbasses.
Hollow Knight, well, it's a bit complicated. The moth race is described as being a rather pacifist group, with few ever choosing to take up a weapon.
This is a fucking lie, bro. I've seen moths, like, I have like boiling hot soup and I seen moths dive head straight into my soup and they die in my soup and now I need to get new soup because now there's a dead fucking moth in there. Also, moths are always in my restroom for some reason, so sometimes they jump on my bare ass and it's horrifying. I hate it. I hate moths, but sorry, they look pretty cute in Hollow Knight though, but that's just my personal experience of moths.
During the Pale King's reign, the moth race delved amongst dreams and the dead, displaying the importance of remembering those who have passed, as well as learning how to shape dreams themselves. Similar to the Mothskin, the Moth Tribe was born from a higher being known as the Radiance. The Radiance is described as being a light in which the Moth Tribe basked, so she was basically a giant lamp to them. Another important aspect about the Radiance is her ties to dreams and a substance known as essence. Essence are the remains of wishes and dreams, and are represented in-game by these dreamcatcher particle effects. Essence can take the form of whispering roots, as well as dream ghosts, both of which are memories taking root in the world. The Radiance appears to be a creature made of essence, but she isn't the only higher being to give off essence. Un has green particles, the Pale King has gray particles, and this sexy character named Grim gives off fiery red particles.
Grim?
However, the Radiance appears to be the main god when it comes to dreams, even if other gods also dabble in the dream realm.
Wait, I like the design. It looks like a fucking owl. It's pretty cute.
Getting back to the Moth Tribe, it is their interaction with the Pale King that we need to discuss. Basically, the moths turned their backs on the Radiance completely in order to worship the new light that had appeared, the Pale King's light. So yeah, moths are assholes in this game too. With her tribe forsaking her, the Radiance became a forgotten memory, a remnant of the past, and a thing that's definitely not going to come up again later in this video. And so the Pale King's new kingdom was established, Hallownest. But there is one aspect of Hallownest that we need to discuss. Unfortunately, to better understand this, we're going to have to read some poetry. In Wilds Beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we changed. Base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. This is from a poem titled Elegy for Hallownest, written by Motomon the Teacher. The poem appears at the beginning of every playthrough, and hints at what the Pale King and his kingdom offered. Much of the land outside of Hallownest appears to be a wasteland, where bugs survive off of instinct, without the burden of mind. Hallownest somehow taught these bugs and tamed their savagery. Basically, the Pale King changed the instincts of his subjects and granted them higher thought. To get a better picture of this...
Sorry, they granted them higher thought, but look at them, they look so mindless. They're so cute though.
Let's look at two different characters, Boone and Tuck. These adorable panda bug things give us a clear display of Hallownest's effect. While both appear to be the same species of bug, Boone is dumb as a sack of rocks.
Hey, this guy looks very intelligent to me! Oh, Mayfall! Editors, cut this out real quick, but hi, Mayfall! Mayfall! Thanks. No, shut the fuck up. I always talk to my gen mates. You fucking gaslighter. Mayfall, John Hollow Knight. Who the fuck is John Hollow Knight? Hi, Mayfall. Come into the stream. How are you doing today? I love you so much, Mayfall. If you guys don't know, Maple is my wonderful gen mate, and tomorrow we're gonna be playing Minecraft, and we're gonna be doing a Minecraft tournament, and we're gonna try to win $300. Maple, are you ready? Do you need to brush up on anything on Minecraft? Wait, you're a scientist, right? We need you to walk in. Yeah, I'm excited. If you guys don't know, tomorrow we're gonna be playing Race to the Moon, which is a spin on an old Minecraft classic that I watched as a kid. So I'm very excited for that tomorrow. Yeah. Hi Raiders, welcome in Maple's community, welcome in. If you guys are new here, my name's Mochi. I'm Sandwich Essie, fresh out the fridge, and today we are watching some Hollow Knight lore. And then after we watch the Hollow Knight lore, we're hopefully gonna play Soak Song if we have time. We might not though if we don't, but I'm giving away free Steam codes, chat. So if anyone from Maple's community is interested in getting a Steam code for Silk Song, feel free to stick around. We're gonna be doing a giveaway sometime randomly. We're gonna do a giveaway sometime randomly today. So if you guys like Hollow Knight or Silk Song, or even want to gift a key to your friend, I will be giving that away today. Arisa taught Maple how to play, so Maple got this. Yes, the best of the best. How many? It depends. If we play Soak Song today, like we actually gotta start it, I'm gonna give away 3. If not, I might just give away 1 today, and I'll do another 2 another day when we play Soak Song. That was like kind of my plan, but we're gonna give away 3 keys in total for chat. So yeah. 1 million keys. No, not 1 million keys. But yeah, stick around, chat, if you guys are interested. It's probably gonna be random. Don't stay up late for it though. I don't know when we're gonna do the raffle, but eventually the raffle is in mind. Good evening. Hi, Mr. Genji. Hi, welcome to the stream. 10 million keys. We'll do 10 million keys if I hit. I don't know. What should I hit? If I hit 1 million subs, we'll give away 1 million keys. That sounds horrible, actually. No, we're not doing that. Bodhi, you know, see my sleep. Sleep chat is very, very important. Hi, Nico. Welcome into the stream. Come in. I hope you enjoy your time here. We're just watching some Hollow Knight right now. I'm a lost dude. I literally can't sleep. Real, dude. Fuck. I fucking hate my life. Okay. Alright, chat. We're gonna go ahead and continue the Hollow Knight lore. So if you guys are interested in watching the lore with me, feel free to stick around. Alright, editors. Let's resume.
Struggling to string together words, while Tuck speaks fairly clearly. The main difference between these two characters is that while Boone lives outside of Hallownest, Tuck lives beneath the city's capital. Basically, it appears as though Hallownest is a literal holy ground that raises the intelligence of those who dwell within. The Pale King established a path, starting from the kingdom's entrance in King's Pass, winding through Greenpath and the fungal wastes, and finally ending at the massive capital at Hallownest's heart. We now know the capital city as the City of Tears, but that was likely not its original name. The rain that falls down onto the city from the blue lake above didn't begin until after the kingdom collapsed. So unless the capital was originally named by some edgy literature student, the name City of Tears wouldn't have made much sense. The king's motivation for all this appears to have been his desire to be worshipped. The citizens of Hallownest believe that the Pale King created the world, and everything in it. Shrines to the king can be found scattered throughout the kingdom, and king's idols were created and distributed to followers of the king. Despite the worship, the Pale King often kept himself hidden from his subjects, possibly to hide his blemishes. I mean, if you look at the size of the real Pale King to his statue in the ancient basin, the man is clearly overcompensating. Yeah. The Pale King's White Palace was also built underneath the city, separating him from his subjects even more so. At the same time, certain powers became shunned in Hallownest, though we don't know for sure if the Pale King had anything to do with this. Lifeblood is a blue liquidy substance that leaves those who drink it feeling refreshed. However, the use of lifeblood was seen as a taboo, and those who used it were demonized as heretics. The use of soul for combat was also shunned. Soul is a sort of life force in Hollow Knight that animates the bodies of living creatures. But some characters are able to control the soul of others to conjure powerful spirits. But aside from a few exceptions, no citizens of Hallownest ever used this power. However, the Pale King didn't rule alone. There was another higher being in the mix. A being known as the White Lady.
Dang, bro, she looks so fucking real, dude. This looks like this is what the king would be, you know? MILF. Don't fuck the bugs, chat.
White Lady is a weird brute-like being that can be found in the modern-day Queen's Gardens. She is encased in a strange cocoon, and we know very little about her. With as much exposition we get for the Pale King, there is next to nothing on the White Lady. But one thing we do know is that she likes to breed. Like,
What?
a lot.
Oh shit.
The White Lady would often retreat to the Queen's Gardens, an area of land once controlled by the Mosskin. How exactly she walked around and actually went places is a lore question too deep for even my expertise. The White Lady is also known as a pale being, along with the Pale King. What exactly are pale beings? Well, we don't know for sure, but they seem to stand out even amongst higher beings, as being even more powerful. I know that's a little confusing, so let's try using an example. I'd say that regular higher beings are like a TP-Link Archer C7 AC1750 wireless dual-band gigabit router, while pale beings are like the Asus RT-AX88U AX6000 dual-band 8X gigabit Wi-Fi router. Under the Pale King, Halnest underwent a bit of an industrial revolution. He ordered the construction of the stagways, which were used to transport passengers and goods. The Forgotten Crossroads and the storerooms above the City of Tears were used to store goods that traveled along these stagways. The king also ordered the construction of the tramways, because literally no one is safe from the threat of automation. A tram was—
Holy crap, in every civilization there are trains! I'm curious to see how does it all fall apart. I'm really excited to learn that part. We're learning about like what the civilization was, which is really cool. But I'm like, it sounds functioning. They got cars, they got trains. Yeah, that's all you need for a civilization. So how did it fall apart?
It was built between the Forgotten Crossroads and the Resting Grounds. A second tram was built from the kingdom's edge across the ancient basin over to Deep Nest. And then a third tram was started in Deep Nest and attempted to go further into Deep Nest. Not sure how useful that would have been to the bugs of Halonest, but whatever. The Pale King's a smart guy. I'm not gonna question him. But anyway, the Pale King's super smart plan to build a tram in Deep Nest ended up getting a few of his tram workers killed. The bugs of Deep Nest rejected the Pale King's attempt to build a tram in their territory, further cementing the poor relations shared between the two groups.
Ooh.
Aside from convenient fast travel, regular pathways were also used to cart goods around the kingdom. From this was born probably one of the most important groups in Halonest, and perhaps even all of fiction. An elusive guild of bugs, simply known as the Menderbugs, took to maintaining the various signs scattered throughout Halonest. From the journal entry of one Menderbug, we can catch a glimpse into their ancient and unknowable minds.
Dear, dear diary, isn't life just the most beautiful thing? Fixing signs, mending posts, let them break, I say. I'm a better mender for all that repairing. I sometimes doubt there's a single bug in all of Halonest happier than me.
Another example of the Pale King's expanding infrastructure is the—
Dude, they are my favorite thing ever. They're so cute! And they're so happy against the horrors of this world.
Crystal Peak. This area is filled with crystals that grow rapidly along walls, ceilings, and even the shells of certain bugs. These crystals were considered valuable to the bugs of Halonest, resulting in large-scale mining efforts. We don't actually see the crystals used anywhere else in Halonest, but they are said to contain a sort of energy. The crystals are also said to sing, if you listen very carefully.
Oh, this is definitely meth. What the fuck?
In terms of military, Halonest's first line of defense appeared to be a group simply known as the Five Great Knights. The members of this esteemed coalition were Ogrim, Hegemol, Zamir, Drya, and Isma. For being so important, most of the information about these knights has been lost to time. Ogrim is the knight we know the most about, since he is one of the few knights still alive during the events of the game. Ogrim expressed a great amount of loyalty towards the king, and he maybe had something going on with Isma, but we really don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hegemol was known for his sense of humor and his soft-spoken voice, but at the same time, he was also dummy thick. Mysterious Samir arrived in Halonest from a serene land, bringing with her a collection of delicate flowers.
She's
At
bad.
some point, she also got into a relationship with a mantis, but not just any mantis, a daughter of one of the mantis lords.
It should have been me! Sorry, keep going.
So yeah, it seems like these great knights were slaying in more ways than one.
Oh yeah,
All we really know about
working.
Drya is that she was fierce, caring, and wise. As for Isma, she was described as being kind. She also appears to be some sort of weird plant life form, but there's no information on where she's from or what her powers were. The 5 Great Knights play an important role in the Champion's Call, the Knotted Grove, and the Battle of the Black Worm. We have no idea what these events were or how they affected Hallownest, but they sound cool nonetheless. During Hallownest's reign, there was another strange area that seemed to exist separate from the Pale King's rule. Carved out of the corpse of an ancient bug, an area called the Colosseum of Fools was constructed, and it was a destination for warriors from outside Hallownest. The sole purpose for fighting in the Colosseum appeared to be simply for glory, with a mysterious figure known as the Lord Fool overseeing the combat. We don't know when the Colosseum was constructed or if the Pale King was involved, but one of his servants, the Pale Lurker, became a champion in the Colosseum, perhaps indicating the Pale King's approval. And finally, there was the Royal Waterways, where the fecal excrement of the kingdom was washed out into the fungal wastes. This area saw the rise of a species of parasite-like creatures called the Flukes. The Flukes spawned from the Fluke Marm, a giant monster with cavities in which tinier Flukes live. There really isn't too much lore involved with the Flukes, but I do need to point out that the Fluke Marm is canonically a MILF. Like, that's not even debatable. The sky is blue, 2 + 2 = 4, and we all want to fuck this thing.
What the fuck, bro? Just because there's a hole doesn't mean I want to fuck it. No, ew.
And so this was the kingdom of Hallownest at its height. Hallownest was a vast kingdom connected by a network of stagways and tram stations.
Yeah, they got
the bugs
their
of
stuff
Hallownest
going.
mourned their dead on the resting grounds, engaged in commerce using Geo, the de facto currency of the region, and a thriving capital located in the middle of the kingdom. The Pale King had succeeded in crafting a full-blown society, but we all know there are pitfalls to living in a society. As the suspiciously knowledgeable Hunter points out in his journal, the Pale King had created a population of weak and pathetic creatures. The bugs of Hallownest did not hunt for their own food and had become complacent with their comfort.
Wait, this is just like me. I'm just like, they domesticated these bugs just like how I'm a domesticated human. Like, I don't hunt. Is this an allegory for our lives? Is this this is just society.
This is even more obvious with the east wing of the capital. These greedy members of Hallownest's high society became complete cowards, obsessed with riches and plum from excess wealth. The bugs living in Hallownest Prime looked quite different than the instinctive simpletons they once were. Their savagery had been replaced with intelligence, and through that intellect, they gave the Pale King the devotion and service he desired. And while there were a few snags along the way, they were shining times for the king and his subjects. Resting at the threshold of Hallownest is a strange lore tablet, proclaiming Hallownest to be the last and only civilization. It calls Hallownest an eternal kingdom. This appears to have been the Pale King's goal, for Hallownest to stand against a wasted world as a final beacon for civilization. And that was the Pale King's ultimate folly. To think that he could succeed where so many others had failed before. Long before the Pale Kings or the Barry Bensons of the world, the land of Hallownest was controlled by an ancient caste. Hints of Hallownest's history are littered throughout the land, with the most notable examples being the Soul Totems and Arcane Eggs. One sect of these ancient bugs didn't worship a god like the Pale King or any lord, but instead a dark and mysterious substance known as the Void. This ancient caste once also tried to lay claim to the entire land of Hallownest, but they too failed. In his quest to conquer all of Hallownest, the Pale King had made an enemy long forgotten, an enemy that was about to be remembered.
Oh, okay. He has bad
I mentioned
blood.
earlier that the Moth tribe entirely forgot about the Radiants in order to worship the Pale King, but that isn't quite true. Memories of her still lingered, and hushed whispers of faith kept the Radiants alive. At the summit of the Crystal Peak, a location known as Hallownest Crown, a strange collection of glyphs can be found. Joining these glyphs is a statue of the Radiants, presiding over the kingdom below. This old summit is the sole standing shrine left to the Radiants. This was built in order to keep the memory of the Radiants alive. The Radiants' light began to appear in the dreams of Hallownest citizens. This light manifested itself in an infection that ravaged through the kingdom's tunnels. Those infected would fall into a deep sleep and awaken with broken minds. Some of the lesser bugs tried to resist the Radiance's light, which only resulted in them being consumed by it even more so. Many infected bugs lost their wills
This is horrible!
and began attacking bugs that weren't infected.
Oh my god!
The infection also twisted the bodies of its hosts, causing them to bloat and occasionally develop orange cysts on their bodies. For many victims, they were reverted back to their basic instincts, carrying out the duties they once fulfilled in life, but now as mindless slaves. Those caught up in the
What the fuck? Wait, I'm sorry. I thought that sun babe was gonna be a baddie. Why is she straight up evil? Like, I get it, the attention was stolen from you, you know, but like, that doesn't give rise to fucking make an STD to spread through Hollow Knight. That's insane. Oh, this is horrible. Oh my gosh, these poor cute bugs.
infection were linked into the Radiance's hive mind, allowing her to control their bodies if needed. As the infection spread across Hallownest, many groups looked to solutions to fight off the Radiance's light. The gates to the City of Tears were closed in an attempt to keep the infection from reaching the city. The stagways were also shut down at some point, and many of the stags eventually died out. But some took more proactive efforts against the infection. The scholars of the Soul Sanctum decided to harness the power of Soul in an attempt to fight the infection. This resulted in the deaths of hundreds of bugs, whose souls were sucked out and injected into the bodies of the scholars. Their goal was to achieve some kind of pure focus, which would somehow protect them from plagues of the mind. The scholars' leader, the Soul Master, was driven mad by the sheer power of Soul, and his entire sect failed to avoid infection. But hey, at least they took as many innocent people down with them as they could. The Mantis tribe, showing a stronger will than the common bug, were able to stave off the infection. However, one of the 4 Mantis Lords turned against his sisters. He and his followers took in the infection willingly, as it gave them more strength and courage.
Who the fuck just takes in a fucking virus for fun? These guys are metal! They're metal! Imagine a society of moth being born from you and then they leave you for a random new guy in town. Fair enough, but I mean, damn.
At some point during all this, the Traitor Lord and his followers were exiled from the Mantis village, eventually taking up residence in the Queen's Gardens. The Traitor Lord's daughter ended up dying at some point. This is the same Mantis that was in a relationship with Zamir, one of the 5 Great Knights. But the Mantises rejected their union because of Zamir's outsideness. As a gamer, this type of prejudice is all too familiar, and honestly, it makes me sick. With the 5 Great Knights completely useless to fight against the infection, the Pale King devised his own scheme. A scheme involving a strange substance known as Void. As I mentioned earlier, the Pale King's White Palace was built in an area called the Ancient Basin, but his castle wasn't the only noteworthy thing down there. At the bottom of the Ancient Basin was the entrance to a pit known as the Abyss. Within the Abyss was a lake composed of void.
That's so
the
cool.
The Pale King realized that this void could be given form, as evidenced by an imprint of such deep within the Abyss, possibly left there by the ancient civilization that predated Hallownest. The Pale King devised a workshop in his palace, where he placed void in armor shells imbued with soul, creating servants known as King's Molds and Wing Molds. These void creatures were somehow imprinted with the desire of the Pale King, so that they would serve him. It isn't clear when the Pale King started making these creatures. There is evidence to imply that even common bugs were aware of King's Molds.
This is like, this guy just bioengineered babies to like serve him. That's crazy, that's crazy. Chat, we got a raid. Hi Leo, welcome into the stream. Welcome in, I hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for the raid, Leo. Leo, I love you, I've missed you. Welcome back from hiatus, Leo. I hope you're doing well. Hi, welcome in. If you guys don't know, Leo is my super dear, super sweet, and most important friend. She is my dear senpai. Please be sure to check out Leo and give her all your support, chat. And hi, Raiders. Welcome into the stream. What were you doing today, Leo? I hope you had fun and I missed you. Welcome back, welcome back. Hi, Raiders. Welcome into the stream today. Welcome in. Today, we're gonna give away some Silk Song keys. So if anyone here is interested getting a copy of the game. We're gonna be doing a giveaway later today, and hopefully we're gonna play some Silk Song today, but we'll see if we have time, just because I do still have some schoolwork to do tonight. But hi Raiders, welcome in, and thank you so much for the raid again. I love you. All right, beware the pink chaotic thing. No, they don't need to worry about me. I've been reformed, chat. I've been a normal functioning member of society all week. And now I can come home and degen away. Mwah! I love you. I know it must be pretty late for you, Leah, so if you have to head out, feel free to rest up for the night. And thank you so much for your raid again, Leah. Let's hang out soon. I miss you so much. Do you crumple your toilet paper or fold it? I put it up my ass. Sorry, let me think. I don't wipe. Sorry, that's a joke. Let me think. I'm actually thinking about it. I fold it nicely. Is it gay to wipe? A little bit. No, actually, I think men should wipe their cocks, in my opinion. Do you not wipe because it's gay to wipe? Stop! No, it's not gay to wipe, Leah. It's hygienic. By law, I have to wipe myself when I pee because of my field I work in. But yeah, I fold it nicely in a little square. I'm gonna do a hand count on Sunday. I'll show you guys then how I use my toilet paper, but I do fold it in a nice rectangle and then wipe, so. I do not crumple, and I guess I fold, yeah. Crumple gang, how the fuck do you guys wipe your ass if you crumple it? What if it gets stuck in my asshole, you know? Like, you guys know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you crumple it and like a piece of toilet paper gets stuck in you, like you won't know as well as if you were to fold the toilet paper and wipe your ass. Like, if a piece of the toilet paper is missing, you would see it, you know? I speak from experience. I have toilet paper in my butthole sometimes. Crumple. You're what? Leah, why? Why are you crumpling it? You animal. Wait, what? I'm gonna try crumpling it today. Let me see. Does it... Crumpling keeps the poop from... Okay, you know what? That might be valid, chat. There was this one time where I did wipe shit on my hands. That was mortifying. I want you guys to know that, like, I'm actually not that disgusting. And I get very uncomfortable when I have shit on my hands. So, you know, there might be some madness to that theory. Like... I have accidentally wiped my hands with my own shit. But yeah, why do you say these things? You were asking, Leah. You asked for this. You asked. I didn't say it out of my own heart. Mochi, just let it all out. No filter. No, I'm filtering myself. It's just, you know, if Leah Senpai asks me a question, I have to answer, right? Like, right. Like, that's not cheap for you guys. Stop! No! You're so fucking goated. I love you. A little bit of soap. Chat, I really want a bidet, chat. Can I put a bidet on my throne? Like, I remember I used a bidet a long time ago when I went to Japan, and my asshole was warm. And I really liked that. So I'm like, I kind of want a bidet. I really want a bidet. We would train plushie. Are you guys gonna potty train plushie? That would be funny as fuck. Bidet. You have a bidet, Leah? I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of you. I want a bidet. Do you have a brand to recommend, Leah, for a bidet? I was interested in Ludwig's bidet brand, but I don't know if that's just a scam. You're really gonna make your dad set up a bidet? Everyone could use it. I think my family would like a bidet. Heated toilet seats. I don't need... When the toilet seat's too cold, I sit on my hand. You know what I'm saying? They cut off blood. The brand I recommend is whoever brand was sponsors for... That's true. You think Glizzy is the finest bidet sponsors? Okay, wait, hold on. I'll hold off from putting it on the throne. Maybe we get a fucking sponsor. Why she... Sorry, I heard a... What the fuck? I hear a cat screaming. You guys hear that? Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. Anyways, we gotta ask them. Yeah, can we ask them? Can we get a bidet sponsor together, Leah? We need that. Glizzy branded bidets. That'd be fun. During winter, it's a great thing. It's true. It gets very, very cold. Do you guys have fur on your toilet? I'm wondering about the psychology of fur on the toilet. Does it keep it warm? Or like, what does it do to have fur on the toilet? I feel like that just builds way to like germs and microbes. You guys haven't seen it? Like the pink fur on the toilet? I don't know where I saw that from. Please get a bidet sponsor. Can you guys please like add a bidet company to sponsor me? I want to so bad. It'll be so cute to see how to wash your hands and than it is to wipe it. Yeah, we could. We could do like, we get scientific about it. I've been learning all about how diseases spread and stuff, so I got you. I can even bring my own anecdote of me wiping my own ass with my hand. That'd be fun. Let's do it. Let's ask management. I'm gonna DM DM the guy. Do they know who the guy is? I'm not gonna say their name. We have the guy though, the sponsor guy. Fur is just disgusting, right? The first to catch your skid marks? How are you shitting? What? I have so many questions about that, Vesty. A bidet on the throne is so funny. Yeah, maybe I'll put that in. Well, we'll see. I'll try to get the sponsor for a chat, but if that falls through, I'll do a bidet review. Okay. Alright, I go sleep now. I love you. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Sleep well, Leah. Thank you so much for it again, and have a great rest of your night. Take care. Alright, chat. Let's go back to Hollow Knight lore. But before, sorry, I don't know who's editing this fucking react, but I'm fucking sorry. I've paused a lot. I'm gonna pee, and I'm gonna crumple the toilet paper while I pee and give you guys my actual opinion. Maybe I might become a crumple enjoyer. But yeah, I do need a potty, so let me go get some shorts out really quick. Wah. The poor editor. It's okay. They get paid to deal with this, right? Right. Okay, alright. I'm very back, chat. Very back. I'm gonna pee. Enjoy the shorts. Hiring you sooner. You can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. I will. Man, I'm a loud fucking bitch. What the fuck? Okay, there you go. Alright, very back. Cry, so you shouldn't get rid of me, because that would be very sad. Here, look at my VTuber eyes. Please don't get rid of me. Please. I'm desperate. No refunds, Dulogs. I already got spawned in. Now it's time to break all the NDAs. Dulog's real name is Ligma. You don't know my name. I know your name, Mr. Steve Jobs. What's my name then? Steve Jobs. Her real name is Paul of Green. Jesus Christ, dude. What is going on with me? We have a few contraptions here, okay? We have the bucket. We have the boss, and he's on a chair, chat. Look, I have a little fucking chair. We got the knife, chat. The knife and scissors. Yeah, I don't know how to approach this. Hey, you little shitter. Can I have a raise, please? Looks like a baby's first torture kit. Shut the fuck up, chat. This is an official torture kit. Leave me alone. What the fuck? All right, chat. He said no. Now we must kill him. Stab. How do I make a butthole? I can't make a butthole. I'm trying so hard. Oh, I did it, chat. Look, the scissors got it. Okay, huge. Now we just gotta. We got it, chat. We got it. Oh shit. I don't feel comfortable anymore. Can we stop? Do you guys actually want to see this? I don't think I feel comfortable anymore. I'm not comfortable with this no more. She doesn't know how to waterboard. How do you waterboard someone, bro? What do you do to waterboard? How to waterboard someone. Oh, wait. It's actually a real form of torture. Oh, shit. Wait. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god! Yo! This is on my search history! Yo! No! Oh my god, if you guy comes to my house, chat, I'm gonna fucking tweak out. I'm gonna tweak the fuck out. This is the first one. We're gonna do part 2. Here, you can get more water outside. Why are you twerking? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Don't do that in my bottle! What the fuck? Dude, you're moving the pad! Get on it! You're an animal, bro! What the fuck? You guys see this? What the fuck are you? How did you miss sitting? Crawling off boards, Mochi. I might. What? Stop what? What do you want? He's throwing me. Wait, what did you do? Water on the pad. Dude, how did that go? I was there. I don't know. My shirt. You spilled water on the fucking CDR pad. She's throwing me. Dude, keep her stance like an old Asian person, bro. She got like one hand behind her back, and she,
bro, I'm a beast.
Dude, stop spitting on me! I'm gonna kill you! I will stab you on this stream if you don't stop spitting on me! In Minecraft. She spit on me 3 times! Sorry. Stop doing this!
Sorry, bro. Sorry, I was trying not to laugh, so I kind of...
This is awful.
Bro, my friend did these settings, bro.
You spit on me, bro. Yo! Come back!
For free, bro.
Yo! You did it again! This is assault! I'm being assaulted! Help! Just her one. Oh shit, she actually hella left. I was trying to imitate it. Dude, yo, get the fuck out! Someone ban his ass! Why are you talking about my daughter's chest, you weirdo? Kill him! Shazam! Shazam! Wha-pow! Grim fucking bad and faster. This is awkward now. Thank you. Shazam! Oh yeah, she has what it takes to be a top contender. Let's do this one. Yeah, so I tried the crumple technique. Anyways, I peed on my hand. You assholes! Was this what you're trying to do to me with the crumple technique? Thank you so much, King, for the prime sub. Thank you. Welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Dude, bro, it's such a scam, bro. Deadass got a fucking scam. This was your fucking plan. This is your plan, chat. You wanted me to crumple the toilet paper, so I peed on my fucking hands. And I'm angry because I don't like peeing on my hands. Yes, of course I wash my hands! What? A legend, what do you think of me? What do you... Yes, of course I wash my hands! I'm not a... Oh my god, I'm not that disgusting! I'm not... I don't know, bro. Like, I peed, and I tried a crumple technique, and then like some piss droplets dropped on my fucking fingers, bro. Did you actually wash your hands? Or you just tell... Yes, I washed my hands! I'm not... By law, I have to. I'm pretty sure that's how you did. I just want to make sure. Okay. Fair enough. Welcome back, Mochi. Thank you guys for welcoming me back. Anyways, I am now mad at Leah, and I'm not on talking terms with her because of that. So just let her know. She asks, I wonder why Mochi's ignoring me. That's why. Okay, I'm not gonna ignore Leah, but but that was horrible, dude. I'm actually like, whoa, I need to talk to her about this crumple technique. It is absolutely not. It is not that play at all. Alright, anyways, chat. Okay, sorry, editors. Make that segment into a short or something. But we're gonna go back to Hollow Knight, so cut all that out. Alright, okay, we're gonna go ahead and continue the Hollow Knight lore, chat. Let's go continue it. Wow.
But the point is, the Pale King turned to the void in order to create another creature, one that he believed could contain the Radiance and her infection.
This guy's a
He tried to create a pure
terrorist.
vessel. The Radiance's infection needs its host to have a will and a mind in order to enslave it. A pure vessel would be a creature made of void, designed to lack those features. The Pale King believed that by harnessing the void inside a pure vessel, he would be able to stop the infection and keep Hallownest lasting eternal. But his method for creating this so-called pure vessel was incredibly cruel. This is where the White Lady and her King Kong-sized libido come into play. These two higher beings engaged in a union of some kind, resulting in the creation of several eggs that were dropped down into the abyss. There, the void seeped into these eggs, corrupting the offspring of the Pale King and the White Lady. This act resulted in the creation of the vessels.
What the fuck? Wow! That's some crazy fetus deletus type, like... What is that? Whoa, that was crazy. Wow, that's dark. Never. What the fuck? Wow. I just thought she was horny. I didn't realize like what her purpose was gonna. Oh my gosh. Wow. GMO fetuses. Is this where our main character is born from? That's horrible. Yep, that's how it works. Lights out, throw your kids off a cliff. That's old school abortion, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy. Wow. Okay, wow, that's shocking. Wow, okay. Is that how Fulci was born? This is how I was born.
The vessels are not technically considered to be alive. They are shells created from the Pale King and White Lady that have been filled with a void. Within each vessel is a shade, a completely void being hidden behind the face of the vessel. Vessels are also non-gendered, I guess because they're dead or something. I'm not sure if that's how that works, but whatever. I'm not an expert on these kinds of things. I don't work at ICE anymore. Thousands of vessels were created during this process, but only one was chosen as the pure vessel.
Cute.
This particular vessel, chosen by the Pale King, was deemed the Hollow Knight, and was taken away to the White Palace. But I want to take a bit of a closer look at this part of the story. There are a number of questions and theories surrounding this moment that I really want to dig into. The big question surrounding this moment is, why was the Hollow Knight chosen over any other vessel? One common theory is that the Pale King took these vessels back to the White Palace and evaluated them using his giant collection of buzzsaws. This theory is probably the least likely explanation. It kinda exists just to explain the buzzsaws, which is quite the mystery, I'll admit, but doesn't really mesh with the vessels very well. How does being good at Super Meat Boy prove that you are a worthy vessel? And while thinking about logistics in a game about magic bugs is never a good idea, how exactly did the Pale King transfer these thousands of vessels to his palace without characters like the Dung Defender finding out? So this means that the Pale King probably made his decision without taking any of the vessels out of the abyss. So how did the Pale King make his evaluation? I think the best explanation comes from a theory I originally heard from a user named Golden Flower Fan.
Oh, this is fun.
Basically, the vessels were hatched down at the bottom of the abyss, and the first one to make it to the top was chosen by the Pale King. In a memory of this event, we see vessels falling from above back down into the pit of the abyss. Perhaps these vessels weren't being cast down into the abyss, but fell while trying to escape out of it. The lore tablet outside the abyss appears to support this theory. It reads, "Our pure vessel has ascended.
That's really cool.
Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer." This tablet was likely written right after the Hollow Knight was chosen, considering that is when the entrance to the abyss was sealed off.
Oh,
the tablet proclaims that the pure vessel has ascended, or in other words, climbed out of the abyss.
That's his brother behind him then, right? And then the Hollow Knight's like, see ya. Oh wow, this is so sad. Are there Hollow Knight cutscenes? I think I want to watch if there are cutscenes, I think let's watch all of it after.
And while cut content should never be considered canon, I would just like to point out that an earlier version of this tablet, found in the game's code, was even more explicit about this. It read, "From below, our pure vessel has ascended." But how does...
Wow. Okay. Sorry. So chat just corrected me. We're the bozo behind the Hollow Knight falling. So we're not the Hollow Knight. The Hollow Knight's someone else. That's even cooler. Okay, so that little guy we see over here chilling off the ledge is us? That's really cool. Now I have even more questions. So let's watch the lore. I think they'll explain it. Wow, so we're not the chosen one. We're just a little bitch.
Making it to the top of the abyss first proved that the Hollow Knight is somehow a perfectly hollow vessel. Well, I think this whole concept might just be a misconception. What if the Hollow Knight wasn't any different from the other vessels? All the vessels were made in the exact same way after all. The idea that the Hollow Knight was somehow more hollow than the other vessels
Superior
comes from the fact that
genes.
there were so many vessels created in the first place. If they only needed one, then why create so goddamn many? I mean, this is like Octomom on steroids. Well, these are bugs we're talking about, so it would make sense that multiple offspring would come from one egg. And it might have been a precaution to produce multiple vessels in hopes that at least one would be able to successfully escape the abyss. Now another explanation could be that the Pale King just yeeted other vessels that made it to the top first, after determining that they weren't hollow, which would better explain why so many were created. Ultimately, the exact details aren't super important, but I do find it interesting how many different interpretations can be pulled from this part of the lore. After the Hollow Knight was chosen, the Pale King sealed the doorway to the abyss, leaving the discarded vessels to rot away in darkness. These actions were not taken lightly by the Pale King or the White Lady. Both participants expressed shame in what they did, but saw no other option to save the kingdom. But the vessels weren't the only poor saps sealed away.
Like of course they're gonna have shame. That's like millions of their own babies that they just like threw to rot in the void. It's that's pretty evil, right, Chef? I feel like that's evil, but...
in the abyss. There's also a lighthouse that was built on top of a naturally formed spire, its light shining down on an ocean of abyss below. Inside was one of the Pale King's royal retainers, who was left in charge of keeping the lighthouse turned on. So this brave soul was willingly sealed in a dark and dangerous tomb for the rest of his life, just so he could not pull a lever. Well, at least he was living with purpose. With the abyss sealed and the Hollow Knight chosen, the Pale King's plan was beginning to come together. The Hollow Knight was raised and trained to prime form, causing it to grow several times its original size.
Whoa.
We don't know exactly why this happened, but I guess the Hollow Knight is just a grower and not a shower. We know that the Hollow Knight was trained to use a nail, but why was this even necessary?
Dang, why the Hollow Knight snatch though? Look at them legs! Dang, he's tall!
One possible explanation is that the Hollow Knight needed to protect itself in case an intruder tried to kill it. You know,
Fair enough.
like the player. Or perhaps this was important in the process of containing the radiance. Unfortunately, the details of that are never fully explained. The Hollow Knight might have somehow focused the radiance inside itself, but Team Cherry gives us no explanation of how that might have worked. But that still wasn't enough for the Pale King. Additional seals were needed in order to protect the Hollow Knight's physical body while the radiance was trapped inside of it. To achieve this, the Pale King sought the help of 3 particular bugs, who would later be known as the Dreamers: Lurian the Watcher, Mochi,
Mogu, Nova, Sonny, and Emori. Sorry. Okay, sorry. This is my favorite senpai, sorry.
the Teacher, and Hera the Beast. Lurian is definitely the most mysterious of the 3 Dreamers. He lived in the Watcher Spire in the City of Tears. From there, Lurian watched over the city with his telescope. Lurian was a pretty big fan of the king, so it probably took little convincing for him to lie down for him. Lurian might also be tied to another strange incident that occurred in the City of Tears. Hidden on some of Lurian's lore tablets are images of jars, the same jars that can be found stockpiled in the Tower of Love. This building sits on the outskirts of the city, and is the setting of one of the most bizarre bosses in the game, the Collector. The Collector is a void construct that appears to have been made from the same mold used to create the King's molds. But the Collector is unique because, well,
Good grief, he's naked!
The Collector stayed in the Tower of Love with a noble bug who likely owned the establishment. In the tower, a number of bugs can be found captured in jars, implying that these two were tasked with collecting these creatures. However, the Collector somehow became obsessed with grubs, creating a map to keep track of grubs it captured in jars, as well as keeping a strange shrine displaying a grub in the style of
Dude, I'm sorry, chat. Jars are like eternally ruined for me forever by the internet. Like, why he got jars? That's so suspicious.
the Vitruvian Man. Eventually, the bug staying with the Collector decided to lock it inside the Tower of Love, and fled to the Queen's Gardens, where it died, likely due to overexposure to the void.
Damn.
Despite being locked up in the tower, the Collector is still spotted by the Hunter at some point, which either means this only happened recently, or the Hunter has been farting around in Halonest for a long ass time. We have no idea what these creatures were trying to do. It's implied that the Collector was trying to preserve the creatures of Halonest, perhaps trying to protect them from the spread of the infection, but we don't know where the Collector's obsession with grubs originated. And while Lurian does seem connected to all of this, we don't know how involved he was with this operation, or what its end goal exactly was. Motomon the Teacher lived in the Teacher's Archives, a library built atop a lake of acid in the Fog Canyon. The lower half of her body consists of tentacles, making her a popular subject for the thriving Hollow Knight R34 community.
What the fuck?
The Archives and the Fog Canyon as a whole.
Why does Hollow Knight have R34? These are the most innocent fucking creatures I've seen. That what? Well, now I'm curious. Is it like actually epic or like? I'm not gonna look it up. You know, I'm just curious. Everything has R34. I don't, and I would like to keep it that way. What the fuck did I join into? We're watching the lore of Hollow Knight right now. Damn.
Are also filled with these strange Metroid knockoffs. These creatures are likely related to Motomon in some way. They could be her live offspring, her test tube babies, or possibly even her shit. Motomon uses futuristic cathode ray tube things to store information about Halonest. Several terminals in the Teacher's Archive go into detail about the Pale King's plan to defeat the Radiance, indicating that Motomon had intimate knowledge of what she was taking part in. Finally, the Pale King sought the help of Hera the Beast, the Queen of Deep Nest. Now, as I mentioned earlier, relations between Halonest and Deep Nest were kinda not great. Unlike the other two Dreamers, Hera needed to be convinced in order to help the Pale King. Hera would eventually agree to become a Dreamer, in exchange for a child. The Pale King agreed, and the two engaged in a dalliance, which is a fancy way of saying they totally boned.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, that's crazy! And in a way, that's whoa. You're like sacrificing your life to have a child. Quite interesting.
White Lady was okay with this arrangement. In fact, she might have been watching from the closet. The motive behind Hera's request is never elaborated on, but it appears as though the King of Deep Nest was dead at this point. Hera was a common bug, so perhaps she desired the Pale King's pale seed so that her child could be of high birth. The bargain between Hera and the Pale King resulted in the birth of Hornet. She became known as the gender.
Oh, whoa. Wait, isn't this the Silk Song icon, right? It's the icon. It's the freaking box. The display, or I don't know, what is it? The promotional art.
King's pale seed so that her child could be of high birth. The bargain between Hera and the Pale King resulted in the birth of Hornet. She became known as the gendered child because unlike the Pale King's other children, Hornet was not hollowed out by the abyss. Hera and Hornet spent little time together, as Hera had to make good on her end of the bargain. And so the three dreamers were put to rest. Through their actions, a seal was placed over the black egg, prohibiting entrance.
I saw this! This is the temple! Oh, wow. Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Okay, wow, that's really cool to know what that is now.
Into the chamber. These dreamers also had their own protection. At the base of Lurian's spire, the Watcher Knights guarded access to their master's body. Motomon's body was protected by a giant jellyfish named Umu. On top of this, Motomon entrusted her servant Quirrell with a mask which would be required to break an additional seal she had placed over herself. So she basically is double wrapping herself. As for Hera, we're not really sure what protected her, since it is never actually seen in-game. We don't know where this creature is hiding, but whoever it is, they really suck at their job. Now there appears to be one more element to the Pale King's plan, involving the Weavers. Hidden away in the Weaver's den is an incomplete seal of binding, woven from silk. This design prominently features the Hollow Knight's head, and can be found in the White Palace, as well as blocking the exit during the Hollow Knight fight. Silk spools created by the Weavers can be found in the Stag Station in Deep Nest, as well as the Stag Station next to the White Palace. These spools can also be found in the Pale King's workshop. We know that the Weavers were closely tied to Hera and Hornet, so their actions might have been a part of the deal between the Pale King and Hera. Once the Hollow Knight was ready, the Radiance was somehow channeled into the vessel, which was then placed inside of a giant black egg located in the Forgotten Crossroads. This egg was built to sustain the Hollow Knight, and itself appears to be fashioned from void. The Hollow Knight was chained up, and the entrance to the black egg was locked behind a powerful seal created by the three dreamers. Initially, this convoluted plan actually worked, and the infection was successfully contained. Memorials to the Hollow Knight and the Dreamers were erected in the City of Tears and the Resting Grounds. But this is the part of the story where things get a little bit hazy. By the time these statues were constructed, citizens had taken to writing on parchment woven from spider silk, which was all destroyed when water started pouring down onto the city. We don't know how long the Hollow Knight was able to completely contain the infection. Bugs from Dirtmouth used to go to the Temple of the Black Egg to pray, saying they felt at peace within the walls. But after a while, they stopped going, perhaps indicating that the infection was beginning to leak out again. The infectious air continued to seep through Halnest for years, eventually even reaching the deepest parts of the kingdom. As it turns out, the Pale King's pure vessel wasn't quite so pure after all. The Hollow Knight had been tarnished by an idea instilled. While the game never explicitly tells us what that idea was, it does hint strongly at what it might be. Hidden away in the White Palace is a memory showing the Hollow Knight and the Pale King sharing a moment. The Hollow Knight might have developed a parental bond to the Pale King. And who could blame it? The Pale King is a pretty great dad after all. You know, if you ignore the infanticide and everything. Remember those smug mushroom dickheads? Well, it turns out their trust in the Pale King was a complete mistake. That shared mind isn't looking too good now, is it? In the fungal core, the corpse of a giant mushroom lies dormant. Its final thoughts were, "Pale worm, what good to see demise unavoidable?" This could imply that the Pale King always knew that his kingdom was doomed. All he could do was delay the inevitable. This is likely the moment when Halnest, as it once was, entirely collapsed. The Hollow Knight had not completely stopped the infection, and while it may have taken a while, Halnest was eventually brought low. It's at this point that characters and areas begin to resemble as we know them in-game. When it became clear that the Hollow Knight was not able to contain the Radiance, the Pale King resorted to his final plan. He fucked off, hiding himself, his White Palace, and his Pale Court in the Dream.
Damn, this guy, wow, what a guy. This guy's a bum. He's a bum, bro, what? Genius, genius. Ejaculate, evacuate, as I would say.
World. At this point, all of the furniture in the palace was covered under white sheets, similar to how people in the real world cover their furniture while away on long trips. The palace was also completely covered with thorns and buzzsaws, similar to how people in the real world cover their houses with thorns and buzzsaws. The Pale King would eventually pass away while sitting on his throne in the White Palace.
Wow.
There's no confirmation on what killed him, but there are a few things to consider. The throne room is incredibly dark compared to the rest of the palace, and the particle effects and ambient track in this room are identical to that of the Abyss. All of the king's molds surrounding the Pale King are dead. The ancient basin itself also has become stained with the presence of void, as it can be seen as high as the rundown elevator shaft leading back to the city. Remember that bug that was sealed away in the Abyss to make sure the lighthouse wasn't turned off? Well, the lighthouse was turned off. I guess that whole living with purpose thing is a crock of shit after all.
Who the fuck's this dude? The guy narrating this is funny as fuck. Like, who the fuck says that?
It seems as though the Sea of Void itself actually convinced this bug to betray his king and turn off the lighthouse. Now I know what you're thinking. Exactly how conscious is the Void? Is the Void able to think for itself? Can it form strategies? Does it host a podcast? Well, according to this Chozo statue ripoff, the Void is powerful, but not unified. So while it can thrash around at things that come near it, or call out in unison to turn off a light, it's not a single conscious being. Getting back to the Pale King, one could argue that the Void might have played a role in his ultimate demise, and I've argued that viewpoint in the past, but we have to remember that there isn't enough evidence to know for sure. As an expert lawyer and a good friend of mine, Johnny Cochran, once said, "Any evidence that the Void was involved in the Pale King's death is circumstantial. My name is Johnny Cochran." Just above the White Palace, the bugs in the City of Tears weren't faring much better. Even if we ignore the fact that the infection was still around, there were other issues that helped lead to the city's downfall. Due to the gates being sealed, some bugs resorted to cannibalism in order to avoid starvation. And there's also that metric fuckton of corpses lining the walls of the Soul Sanctum. When all was said and done, the only citizen left standing is Eternal Emelita, who just laughs her ass off about it like she's a fucking Dark Souls character. The White Lady ends up in a cocoon deep within the Queen's gardens. She decided to place bindings on herself in order to keep her from spreading her seed. She claims that this is because of the shame she feels in helping the
Dang, that's like, wow, that's a cock ring, what the fuck? I mean, wow, that's really, wow, okay. I thought she was just like that, but I didn't realize she was like sealed up. That's like, wow. That's crazy. Damn, Hollow Knight's fucking sad. Okay, let's watch this.
Her from spreading her seed. She claims that this is because of the shame she feels in helping the Pale King create the vessels, but honestly, it's probably just her kink. The White Lady also diminished her power, possibly as a way to keep herself hidden from unwanted visitors. Outside her cocoon, Drya stood guard, protecting her queen from the violent traitor mantises. Drya is eventually killed off by these bugs, which is actually pretty pathetic if you think about it. I mean, we're talking like the Netgear WPN824N N150 wireless router pathetic. Speaking of great knights dying pathetically, let's move on to Hegemol. Hegemol held the city crest, a key used to open one of the gates to the City of Tears. At some point, Hegemol's armor shell was stolen by a maggot. Now, maggots were generally looked down upon and forced to do menial labor.
Nah, bro, nah. No way that guy let this thing rob him. What? Damn.
They were incredibly weak, and basically deserved all of the discrimination they got. But this one maggot decided to turn the tide, so he stole Hegemol's shell so that he could defend his downtrodden brothers. His actions weren't motivated by the infection,
Aw, they're
but instead
cute.
was the result of how hierarchical caste systems will always lead to revolution from the working class, and that true freedom can only be
Hell
achieved
yeah.
blah blah blah, capitalism is bad, subscribe to my Patreon. Ogre moved to the Royal Waterways and started living in shit, changing his name to Dung Defender. Now I love wallowing in shit as much as the next guy, but you'd have to really love shit to put up with living with the flukes. The Dung Defender kept an unwavering sense of duty and loyalty to the king, and love for his fellow knights. So much so that he made shit statues of them. How nice. Ogrim acted as the defender of the pipeways, as well as Isma's Grove. A section of the Royal Waterways became filled with acid, and in the middle of it all rests Isma's corpse, which has been overcome by plant life. Isma
Damn.
is likely the one responsible for this acid blight, but we have no idea what happened to her. Hornet's whereabouts during this time are fairly mysterious. We know that she departed Deep Nest and didn't return until the events of the game. At some point, she took to guarding Howlnest from intruding warriors, as well as the cast-off shell in the Kingdom's Edge. Despite the Kingdom's woes at large, fortunately this fate did not befall one of the fandom's favorite characters. The Menderbugs continued to fix the broken signs and wayposts of Howlnest. From a
What the fuck? The world is dying, but these guys are locked in.
diary entry, we can see that one Menderbug in particular had found himself on the precipice of a long and loving relationship.
Hello
Aw.
again, diary. Not
Aw.
long now until the next Minder Bash. For us stealthy types, we're a riotous bunch when we get together. And
Whoa.
Minderberry kept flashing me that smile. It might be time to muster my courage and act on it.
Wait, did a Menderbugs fuck?
I love my home and my life, but sharing it with another? Why, that'd be the berry on top.
Greenpath also underwent some changes during
That's
this
so
time.
cute.
The Mosskin were waiting for Un's call, which would bring them back into the dream they were originally born from. But for some reason, Un's strength deteriorated. We don't know why this happened exactly. Was it due to the White Lady claiming part of her kingdom? Was it
Damn.
somehow due to the infection? Some Mosskin believe that Un went into hiding, but it appears as though Un is, in fact, calling to her children. But many of the Mosskin are unable to hear her call. Instead, many Mosskin seem to have taken the Radiance's infection into their leaves, which might explain why Greenpath became overgrown with vegetation despite Un's deteriorating powers. Mossy vagabonds even openly chose to forsake Un and worship the Radiance. Another tribe to be screwed over by the Radiance is the Hive, which fell to the infection after the death of their leader, Hive Queen Vespa. But it appears as though this had little effect on their civilization. The Radiance's hive mind was already familiar to the bees, since the hive probably operated under something similar already. So in other words, the hive probably made out the best in this whole situation. Let's turn our attention back to the moths. After all, it's their god that keeps killing everybody. Well, the moth tribe didn't fare too well actually, as pretty much the entire tribe died out. The only known survivor is
Damn.
the seer. Despite the loss of her tribe, the seer continued to tend to the graves in the resting grounds, while also
Oh, that's
waiting the
sweet.
arrival of the wielder, a mysterious being that her tribe has dreamt of for a while. In the Kingdom's Edge, the land became covered in ash molting off of the worm's decomposing corpse. The Colosseum of Fools continued to thrive. The Lord Fool passed away at some point, but nobody really seems to notice or even care. The fools inside the Colosseum were infected, but still seem to have maintained control over themselves. It seems possible that these bugs took in the infection willingly, similar to the Traitor Lord and his followers. This would have given them an edge in combat, similar to using steroids, but without the whole shrinking testicles thing. However, even the Traitor Lord and his followers went mad, so what makes these fools any more special? As for the Pale King's champion, the Pale Lurker, well, she just went the normal kind of insane. There appears to have been another unforeseen event with the Pale King's plan. When the Hollow Knight was originally chosen, the door to the Abyss was sealed, trapping the discarded vessels within. But apparently,
Potter
some
the year
vessels
again?
didn't get the memo. Vessel corpses can be found littered throughout the kingdom. There's one in the Ancient Basin, one in Greenpath, and several trapped in
Oh,
Nosk's
wow.
lair in Deep Nest.
What the
Another
fuck?
vessel that escaped from the Abyss is the player character, the Knight. The exact details on how the vessels escaped the Abyss is unclear. There are indications that they
It's unclear. What? I wanted to know. Like, how did they get out, bro?
might have slipped into Deepnest through some old passageway, given void influences in part of the area, and all the corpses found in Nosk's lair. At some point, all
Damn. Okay. But I'm like, I need to be spoon-fed. I need to be told what to think. Hi, Matthew. Welcome in. And hi, Mo. Welcome in as well. So I didn't get to greet you guys right away. I'm watching a video, so I missed some messages. Welcome in. We're watching Hollow Knight lore.
entrances to Hollownest were closed off, with the old well and Earthmouth being the only way to sneak back in. Despite this, several people have wormed their way into the kingdom, with few ever returning. Characters like Relic Seeker Lem seemed content to just pillage artifacts from the ruined kingdom, but other bugs seemed interested in something greater. In the Howling Cliffs rests the corpse of a member of the Grim Troop. The task of this bug appears to have been to seek out Hallownest, so that the troop might be summoned to the kingdom in the future. The Grim Troop are basically a group of bugs that serve a higher being known as the Nightmare Heart.
What the
troop
fuck?
keeps the heart alive by feeding on the nightmares of fallen kingdoms. This process also involves sacrificing the troop master to his own child because, hey, look at this cool ass boss battle. Another important group that traveled to Hallownest are the God Seekers. After being abandoned by their old gods, the gods of thunder and the gods of rain, these bugs left their home in the land of storms, seeking out a new god to worship. The God Seekers looked to gods to save them from their own silent mind.
Wow.
While traveling through the wastelands, the God Seekers constructed devices called God Tuners, which helped them seek out new gods. Through this device, they were able to detect the lingering power of the Pale King and find their way to Hallownest. When they arrived, however, the God Seeker was forced into hibernation. She was encased in a strange sarcophagus-like cocoon, which was
what the
itself
fuck?
chained up with a lock. It's not clear how this forced hibernation worked, seeing as the cocoon appears to have been made by the God Seeker herself. As for who put the cocoon in chains, I think the most likely candidate is the Dung Defender, considering how the God Seeker's cocoon is found in the junk pit in the waterways, an area the Dung Defender has tasked himself with protecting. This was the general picture of Hallownest after the Hollow Knight was sealed inside the Temple of the Black Egg. The kingdom was stuck in a kind of stasis, with the Pale King civilization destroyed and the Radiance unable to break free from her chains. The Pale King was rebelling against nature, trying
Damn, this sucks for everyone. I feel like no one's winning right now. Like, this is dark.
to keep his work standing indefinitely. The stasis over Hallownest held for an age. How long is that exactly? Well, we have no idea. As I'm sure you've noticed, there really isn't a timeline for anything that happens in this game. We also have no idea how long any of these bugs can actually live. Elderbug wasn't around to see the Stagways open, but we know several other characters were, implying that Elderbug is probably one of the youngest characters in the whole game.
Damn.
But this stasis over Hallownest wasn't going to last forever. At some point, the Radiance erupted out of the Hollow Knight, cracking its shell and releasing a loud and powerful roar. The amount of infection leaking out of the Hollow Knight became even greater. The many corpses that lined the roads and cities of the kingdom sprang to life with the amplified power of the infection. This strengthened infection prompted the departure of the Weavers back to their old home. Now this old home might actually be Farloom, the kingdom in which Hollow Knight Silksong takes place. But the amount of knowledge we have about Silksong right now is pathetic, so I'm not saying that's confirmed or anything. This is also around the time that Quirrell arrives back in Hallownest. His memory of Motomon appears to have been clouded due to his time outside of Hallownest. These events are depicted in the Quirrell prequel comic, which also shows an image of the Hollow Knight with a pre-cracked shell. This could mean that Quirrell's arrival happens roughly the same time the Hollow Knight's shell cracks. At around the same time Quirrell arrives in Hallownest, we also see the arrival of the player character, who is commonly referred to as the Knight. The Knight was one of the lucky vessels that was able to make its way out of the abyss.
Cute.
Somehow the Knight
feet.
ended up venturing beyond Hallownest and into the wilds beyond. It's implied that the Knight was called to Hallownest by either the sealed Hollow Knight or the Radiance within. Regardless, once the Knight shows up and yeets itself off this cliff, the actual game of Hollow Knight finally begins. Now, there's a lot of details we could get into. Hallownest is full of NPCs and bosses, each with their own stories to tell. But to be honest, I don't think we need to go through all of them, since their stories are relatively straightforward. For example, let's look at the Brooding Moloch. So why is the Brooding Moloch brooding? Because all its friends are dead. And there you go. That's the lore for the
fair
brooding model.
enough.
Also, it's the only character in the game with a visible asshole. Now, did you
Wow.
really need me to explain that to you? Probably not. So instead, I'm just going to talk about the interactions relating to Hollow Knight's main story. The knight is eventually noticed by Hornet, who lures it deep into Greenpath. There, Hornet attempts to kill the knight, claiming that she
Whoa.
knows what it would try to do. At this point, Hornet views the knight as being too weak. After the fight, Hornet can be found
Wait,
in
that's
the
so
City
cool.
of Tears, next to the statue
Whoa.
of the Hollow Knight. Hornet mentions that the knight has gained a resilience, due to the time it spent in the void beyond Hallownest. This could be referring to the fact that some of those who leave Hallownest lose their memories, meaning the knight would have no memories of its own tragic conception. Hornet tells the knight
That's
that if it
kinda
seeks to
better,
continue
maybe.
the stasis that keeps Hallownest standing, it must
Like, wouldn't it be good? He doesn't remember his conception. His conception was pretty fucked up.
seek the Graven Ash, which is referring to the Kingdom's Edge. At this moment, Hornet sees the knight as a possible replacement for the Hollow Knight. Basically, the knight could break the seals that keep the Hollow Knight locked away, defeat the Hollow Knight, and contain the infection itself. It's at this point that I should mention that Hollow Knight actually has 5 different endings, because of course it will.
Really?
I'm going to be explaining each of these endings in this video,
Wow,
as they
that's
each
so
give us
cool.
a different glimpse into the mechanics of Hollow Knight's world. Now, to get the easiest ending to Hollow Knight, Hornet's instructions to go to the Kingdom's Edge can be ignored completely. If the knight stumbles upon the resting grounds, the 3 dreamers will appear and cast the knight into the dream realm. There, Seer will come to the knight's rescue and grant it the Dream Nail, a special blade that can tear the veil between the real world and the dream world. With the Dream Nail, the knight can venture to the resting places of the 3 dreamers, curb stomp their asses, and unlock the entrance to the Black Egg. Inside
Whoa.
the egg, the knight finds the Hollow Knight chained up,
This is so
silently watching over.
cool!
Once
What?
the chains are broken, the Hollow Knight screams with that familiar
Oh my god, wait, this is so cool. Fuck. I wish I had time to finish this game. Wow, this is really cool. Well, first of all, I love it when games have like multiple endings. Like that's really fun for me. And the other thing is just like the fights look pretty epic, and then the soundtrack, wow, this is so cool. I think next time we do a homework stream, I want to listen to the soundtrack. I want to watch the Hollow Knight cutscenes today with you guys, so we might do that after this video if we have time. But yeah, this is pretty epic. I want to keep playing.
radiance roar and pursues the knight. As the fight progresses, the Hollow Knight starts trying to kill itself, Quirrell style.
Oh damn.
But then the Radiance starts using the Hollow Knight's body to perform her own attacks. Once
Damn.
defeated, the Hollow Knight begins to spew infection all over the place. The knight can then focus the infection into itself. This results in the first ending of the game, called Hollow Knight. In this ending, the knight usurps the Hollow Knight,
No.
prolonging the stasis over Hallownest. New chains and bindings appear out of fuck if I know,
What?
and contain the knight, and a new seal is placed over the entrance to the Black Egg. Now there is one giant question looming over this ending. Can the knight actually contain the infection indefinitely, or will the Radiance still manage to break free one day? Before we answer this
Wait, wow. That's such a fucked ending. I don't know. I like my little guy a lot. He looks like a very cute guy. I find it very morbid that he's locked up for the rest of his life to contain this fucking virus. Is that a happy ending, or like I don't think it's happy, but I mean, what do I know? Like that's his purpose after all. But I don't know. It's kind of grim. Okay, well, let's keep playing. That's his destiny. Oh, that's his hurt. Damn, that's a pretty dark destiny. That's why his dad had him for. His dad also is, well, you know, I don't think his father is very fatherly, but
question, let's look at some of the other events that can transpire while
Jesse.
playing the game. If the player chooses to go to Kingdom's Edge, Hornet will challenge the knight one last time as a final test of strength. After her defeat, Hornet allows the knight to access the cast-off shell,
Wow.
where the Pale King was originally hatched. By interacting with this egg, the knight's shell is marked with the king's brand, technically making the knight the new ruler of Hallownest.
oh,
With the king's brand, the knight can now open the entrance to the abyss and discover the place of its birth. When leaving the abyss, the knight can encounter Hornet again, where for the first time, Hornet suggests that there are actually 2 outcomes the knight can enact. She tells the knight that it can either prolong Hallownest stasis, or face the heart of the kingdom's infection. Within the night, Hornet sees a chance for change.
That's pretty cool.
Instead of just replacing the Hollow Knight, Hornet believes that it may be possible to get rid of the infection completely by using the void inside of the Knight. After visiting the Abyss and obtaining the Shade Cloak, the Knight is capable of reaching the White Lady, hidden away in the Queen's Gardens. The White Lady tells the Knight that she has been awaiting a vessel to accept a gift, that gift being one half of a charm called the King Soul, which she claims will give the Knight more power. The White Lady goes on to explain that she can feel the weakening of the Hollow Knight within her roots. She tells the Knight that it is free of the blemishes that made the Hollow Knight a flawed vessel. From this dialogue, it is implied that the Knight truly is a pure vessel, capable of containing the Radiance successfully. But it's not quite that simple, so we're gonna have to dig a bit deeper into this. Basically, we're gonna need to answer a simple question. What exactly does it mean to be a Hollow Knight? Despite the White Lady's words, we have a number of instances where the characters and item descriptions mention that the Knight has a will, and maybe even a mind. But from the Pale King's dialogue when describing the Hollow Knight, it is stated that a pure vessel has no mind or will. So is the White Lady wrong? Or maybe even lying? Her eyes have been clouded by time, and she can be tricked into thinking that Ogrim is in the room when the Knight is wearing the Defender's Crest charm. She also thinks that Drya is still alive, which,
That's
so maybe
horrible.
the White Lady is just senile. My problem with that theory is that the White Lady states that the vessels stand out to her clearly in a misted world, due to them being her spawn. She also questions whether or not the Knight sought her aid, which would imply that the Knight must have some kind of will. So for whatever reason, the White Lady thinks the Knight is still capable of containing the Radiance, even if it's still able to make decisions. After all, the Hollow Knight was considered pure, but they still taught it how to wield a fucking sword. I mean, if the Knight were truly and completely hollow in a literal sense, it probably shouldn't even be able to walk, or draw a map, or open a goddamn bank account. In short, this whole concept of being hollow is so abstract and hard to define, I don't really feel comfortable giving a solid answer on whether or not the Knight is or isn't truly hollow, and I think the game leaves room open for other interpretations. Of course, the White Lady's gift is useless without the other half of the King Soul. In order to reach it, however, the Knight must travel to the White Palace, locked inside the body of a King's Mold. In order to bypass the seal, the Knight must use a fully awakened Dream Nail. It can do this by bringing 1800 essence to the Seer, allowing her to sharpen the weapon's blade. If the Knight does this, the Seer remarks that the Knight truly is the wielder that her tribe has been dreaming of. There's no explicit reason why the Moth tribe was dreaming about this supposed wielder so much, but it seems like they believe the wielder would wash away the crimes the Moth tribe committed by turning their backs on the Radiance. The Seer seems to know that the Knight might kill the Radiance, and she seems accepting of it, ready for her and her tribe to disappear and be forgotten forever. With the awoken Dream Nail in hand...
Well, that's kind of grim. Damn, that's grim. This whole game's pretty grim.
the Knight can travel to the Pale King's refuge and locate the other half of the King Soul charm. When equipped, the King Soul provides a never-ending supply of soul, making it almost useful if it weren't for the insanely high cost of the charm, and the painfully slow rate at which it increases, and the fact that the charm will get replaced in about 5 minutes after you get it. The King Soul charm itself symbolizes the union between two higher beings. To me, this implies that the King Soul is a representation of a vessel, which also was created by the union of two higher beings. With the King Soul in their inventory, the Knight now gains access to an area in the Abyss called the Birthplace. In this massive pile of vessel shells, the Knight can find a giant egg. Dream nailing the egg allows the Knight to access its own memory when it was cast down into the Abyss. From viewing that memory, the King Soul charm is replaced with the Void Heart charm. The recollection of this event allows the Knight to come to terms with the void inside itself. Once the Knight has the Void Heart, the Shades in the Abyss no longer attack it, and that strange creature that gives the Knight the Shade Cloak calls it the Lord of Shades. In other words, the Knight has now bound the once fragmented void under its own will, allowing it to control the void in a powerful new way. With the union of the void, the Pale King, and the White Lady, the Knight has gained a strength before unseen. It is with this charm that 2 additional endings become unlocked. Hornet will now be standing outside of the Black Egg, offering to help the Knight should the opportunity arrive. Midway through the fight with the Hollow Knight, Hornet rushes into battle, subduing the Hollow Knight and piercing its shell. It's at this point that the Knight is given the perfect opportunity to enter into the mind of its sibling, fighting the source of the infection head on, and finally putting an end to the Radiance's tyranny.
I like that!
Or I can just stand there and let Hornet get knocked unconscious.
Oh, well.
If the Knight finishes off the Hollow Knight as usual, the sealed sibling ending occurs. Basically, it's the same as the Hollow Knight ending, but now Hornet is in the room too, and her face appears on the door of the Black Egg. It's not clear what exactly this means for Hallownest. This might imply that Hornet is now a dreamer, but she's inside the temple, meaning that no one can actually get in there to kill her should the Knight ever start leaking infection. At the same time, Hornet mentions that the bindings of the Black Egg would drain her, so she's probably just going to die anyway, right?
Well, that's horrible.
Generally, people consider this to be one of the worst endings, but it's worth pointing out that Team Cherry doesn't support any one ending as being the true ending. Each ending is canonical in its own right, and honestly, this ending isn't the worst. At least the Knight and Hornet will get to spend some quality time together. If the Knight does dream of the Hollow Knight, it will be taken to an arena where it can finally fight the Radiance head on. But the Knight isn't alone,
That's really
as
cool.
the other shades from the Abyss will appear in order to help corner the Radiance.
Nice!
Eventually the Radiance gets trapped in the tendrils of the Void. The Knight bitch slaps her a couple times, and then the Radiance is consumed into the darkness. The Black Egg then appears to turn to shadows and the Void seeps down into the ground. Hornet awakens to find the Knight's broken shell lying on the floor.
What?
We get one final shot of the Shades in the Abyss going to rest, and the game is over. This ending is called the Dream No More ending. The Radiance is gone, and Hallownest is finally free from her infection. Now I think it's fair to ask a few questions about how the Dream No More ending comes about. When the Hollow Knight was initially chosen to become the pure vessel...
Wait, sorry. Just like... I gotta look back. Does Hollow Knight die in this ending, though? That's the best ending? Wait, what happened to his brain, dude? Why is his brain chalked? Like, I can't find the scene. I lost it. Oh, maybe it was here.
Hornet awakens to find the Knight's broken shell lying on...
Like, what? Wait, this is oddly sad. This is what he was born to do? Hollow Knight was never destined to live? Really? Oh, that's kind of sad, but I mean, I guess he doesn't mind if this is his purpose. But he's such a cute little guy. I want him to stay around. He's just a vessel, but he's a cute little vessel. Again, we're not the Hollow Knight. Or, sorry, the Knight. I don't know. Well, now you see, he was hollow with a broken shell. Oh.
the floor.
Oh.
We get one final shot of the Shades in the Abyss going to rest, and the game is over. This ending is called the Dream No More ending. The Radiance is gone, and Hallownest is finally free from her infection.
Yeah, I feel like this is good. Like, they get rid of the source of the problem rather than make it stagnant, you know? It's like antibiotics, kind of.
Now, I think it's fair to ask a few questions about how the Dream No More ending comes about. When the Hollow Knight was initially chosen to become the pure vessel, the Abyss was sealed up, and the rest of the vessels were left to rot away. But somehow, vessels ended up outside of the Abyss, and then one of those vessels was used to replace the Hollow Knight. Exactly how much of this operation was planned, if at all? The White Lady was waiting for a vessel. Did she have any communication with Hornet? Hornet was guarding the King's Brand, the only way for a vessel to enter the Abyss. How did she know it was necessary to guard the King's Brand from weaker vessels? Hell, if the vessels did escape the Abyss by themselves, wouldn't it be pointless to guard the King's Brand, since the vessels could just creep back into the Abyss the same way? I'm not going to provide any good answers to these questions, because God forbid I answer anything in this entire video. But I do want to point out that no plans to actually produce the Dream No More ending are explicitly stated in-game. So we can only speculate as to whether or not the White Lady or Hornet, or maybe even the Pale King, knew that they could defeat the Radiance by creating a Lord of Shades like the Knight. Regardless, the next two endings were definitely not planned. In fact, the last two endings that were added in the Godmaster update almost feel out of place. The Godseekers basically hijack everything to the point where you don't even have to enter the Temple of the Black Egg to beat the game. That's like beating Mario Bros without ever seeing Bowser. But on the other hand...
Mario? Isn't it Mario? Wait.
The Godmaster endings basically reinforce that Hallownest does not exist in a vacuum. which can help the world of Hollow Knight feel more real. Because what else is reality but just a bunch of random chaotic stuff happening all the time? If the knight finds the Godseeker in the junk pit, it will be able to enter her mind and refight all the bosses in the game. This is part of the Godseeker's ritual. They basically attune to the resonance of gods through ritual combat. This allows them to ascend their minds higher, and eventually, through the use of godly focus, achieve communication with the god sleeping in Hallownest's heart, the Radiance. Now I know what you're thinking. That's a pretty convoluted little religious practice they have going on here. What's next? Are they going to start measuring the knight's Theon levels? It's pretty complicated, but the point is, these Godseekers have some serious capabilities to fuck things up in Hallownest, as we're about to see. As the knight makes it further and further through the 4 pantheons, the Godseekers get closer and closer to making contact with the Radiance, locked away inside the Hollow Knight. At the end of the 4th pantheon, the Radiance makes herself aware in this strange reunion cutscene between the vessels. But she isn't the only one to make an appearance. The Void itself appears to go on the attack, rising up to meet the Radiance's call. It's at this point that the final challenge, the Pantheon of Hallownest, becomes available. The Godseeker finally acknowledges the knight as being more than just a simple cringer, and they begin to watch the knight more intently. After defeating like a bazillion bosses in the final pantheon, the knight finally comes face to face with the Absolute Radiance, a stronger, more
seems like a crazy boss rush.
Final boss. Finally, the stage is set. After roughly 40 minutes of intense agony and tedious boss battles, the knight has finally reached the ultimate enemy, responsible for the destruction of Hallownest. Truly, this will be a battle for the ages. But first, let's check in on our old pal Menderbug. As it turns out, he's still alive when the knight arrives in Hallownest, and he's still fulfilling his duty after all this time. Let's take one last look at his diary.
My lovely diary. Someone's gone and broke my favorite sign. Right there at the top of the crossroads. Keeps happening too. But you know, I just can't get mad about it. I should be thanking them, really. More chances to fix that beautiful, complex sign.
Do Menderbugs actually fix the sign well? Is it all like jank? This looks a little jank. They're cute though, I like them.
And I've stocked up on spare parts, so I've no fear it'll ever stay broken for long.
Unfortunately, the only way to ever read the Menderbug's diary is to kill him in cold blood. I'm not sure why Team Cherry thought this was necessary, but the general consensus on Reddit is that they are bloodthirsty warmongers.
Menderbug deserves better. Already murdered my cat.
So it checks out. But at least Menderbug's last moments will be spent fixing one of his favorite signs in the Forgotten.
What? This is horrible. Did you guys kill Menderbug when you guys played? I didn't know who to ban in chat. This is actually horrible. Oh my god.
But at least Menderbug's last moments will be spent fixing one of his favorite signs in the Forgotten Crossroads. It's comforting to think that his final seconds of consciousness were spent in total bliss, before we sent him hurtling into the infinite chasm that is Oblivion. Well anyways,
what the fuck?
The alternate fight between the Knight and the Radiance plays out differently than in the vanilla ending. This time around, the Knight is not accompanied by any shades. Instead, after defeating the Radiance, the Knight seems to transform into this monstrosity.
What?
Now this creature goes by many names. The God of Gods, the Lord Shade, the Devourer, the Void Entity. But I don't really like any of those, so I will just call him Bill. Bill proceeds to completely annihilate the Radiance in spectacular fashion. We are then treated to the Embrace the Void ending. Bill comes back down from the sky, dropping into the rest of Godhome. The Godseeker starts to get pulled into Bill by Void tendrils.
Wow.
We then cut to the Godseeker in the junk pit. Void starts leaking out of her eyes, and it appears as though Bill is making an escape back into the real world, which is probably a bad thing? Finally, we see Hornet standing outside of the Black Egg as the infection begins to disappear from nearby vines. Hornet hears footsteps coming from inside the Black Egg as the Hollow Knight reveals itself to her and the two prepare for combat.
Whoa.
So from this cutscene, we can see that the Radiance's death in Godhome actually did kill her for real, meaning that the infection over Hallownest is now gone. This means the seals inside of the Black Egg probably wore off, allowing the Hollow Knight to escape its prison. In other words, the Embrace the Void ending is a goddamn cliffhanger, and we have no idea how Team Cherry plans to follow this up. The Hollow Knight is running loose in Hallownest, and the Knight has transformed into a raging void monster that might—
What the fuck? This is what the fuck? There's a lot of things happening here. Holy crap, that's so cool. Does it just leave on a cliffhanger? I hope not, but this is like a crazy ass ending. This is like a fucking what the fuck?
tried to destroy the entire kingdom, or at least what's left of it.
Be like that.
What's even more strange about this ending is that the announced sequel, Hollow Knight Silksong, doesn't seem to be related to this ending at all. But that's a whole different shit show. Obviously, the biggest mystery surrounding this ending is the appearance of Bill. Did this creature exist in the void already? Or was it somehow willed into existence by the power of the God-Seekers? Did the Knight turn into this thing, or did it just become a part of it? Examining a statue of this creature and other forms of the Knight grant the player a Hunter's Journal entry for an ancient artifact called the Void Idol, which might imply this creature might have been worshipped by the ancient civilization. But again, that's pure speculation. We don't know what this worship of Void exactly looked like. Maybe the Void they worshipped took the form of something more sinister. There is one thing we know about this monster though. It's weak to flowers. Yes, these things. As it turns out, those delicate flowers that Zamir has stockpiled up her ass are actually useful for something. They contain a strange power that even deters the White Lady from touching one. The Godseeker, however, is dumb enough to accept a flower from the Knight. If the player does this, instead of Void being released out into the world, this flower pulls a no you, and the Godseeker and Void disappear into thin air. The flower itself is described as giving off a pale light, which appears to connect it to the pale beings. Like I said before, pale beings appear to be some form of top-tier gods. As of right now, we are only aware of two, the Pale King and the White Lady. But the fact that Zamir brought these pale flowers from a faraway land implies that there are definitely more of them out there. Another small hint of the existence of pale beings are the pale ore items that can be found all over Hallownest. Did these come from the Pale King, or possibly some other pale being? And what exactly are they? Are they poop? In general, the Godmaster endings appear to be doing a lot of setup for future Hollow Knight content. Like I said before, Hollow Knight Silksong doesn't seem to connect to these events on the surface, so we are in a bit of a bind when trying to discuss what these endings actually mean for the greater narrative Team Cherry is building. There's definitely a lot more to consider about what the Pale Beings are and what properties they possess.
More questions.
And we also have plenty of questions surrounding the Void and how bugs have interacted with it in the past. It almost feels like we are looking through a keyhole, trying to grasp onto the totality of Team Cherry's creation. How powerful are creatures like Bill and the worms? Where did things like the Void even come from to begin with? How much bigger is the world beyond Hallownest? Is Bardoon into butt stuff? But of course, that's the appeal of a game like Hollow Knight. Having all of the answers to every question would just ruin the mystery of the world. Plus, if we didn't have questions like this to waste our time on, then what else would we be doing with our lives? Go outside?
Oh, hell no.
And so this video comes to an end. Now I know the average attention span of a YouTube viewer is 9 minutes, so let me leave you with a few takeaways. 1. Hollow Knight is a game about bugs. I know this may come as a shock, but it's true. Watch the video again, and this time, pay attention. You'll notice right away, I promise. 2. Murdering your own babies might not be such a good idea after all. I mean, this is obviously just my interpretation of the game's lore. Other people might have different views on the subject of murdering babies, and every opinion is valid, so I don't want to step on anyone's toes or anything. 3. Menderbug is fucking dead.
No!
4. Nothing is certain. This video probably has a few flaws in it. Trying to construct a cohesive narrative with the information found in Hollow Knight isn't exactly straightforward. I'm sure my views will change in the future, and I encourage you to explore the lore yourself. 5. And this last point is fairly obvious, but I should mention it anyway. Cory in the House is the best anime.
This is so awesome I've heard that, dude. Thank you so much for this video! That was super fun to watch and learn about. Wow. I don't think I would have been able to decipher any of that. Is it like Wow. Is it like straightforward when you play the game, or am I like, or is this lore video like everyone needs it? Because you know when you play like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, the lore to me is never. I'm like, what the fuck? I will play like 4 runs of it and not know what's going on. So okay, yeah. So the lore isn't straightforward. Okay, great. Yeah, it's just like okay, great. So even if I played through, I would have been lost as fuck. I need another degree for this. No one just has to learn and play. The understanding we have was a collective effort. That's really cool. That's really amazing. Thank you so much, Mossbag, for making that video. And thank you so much, Ice Cubes, for watching that with me. I'm really happy to get the Hollow Knight lore. And now, I'm even more excited to play Silksong. I wonder if any questions we have get answered here. I think someone in chat said they have a correction video. What's it called? Go to the Mossbag video where he corrects himself. Where does he correct himself at? The lore out of text. Not straightforward, but Mochi, you especially be lost as hell. Yeah, I'm not really good at reading, so that's... That was fun though. Thank you guys so much for watching the mostly complete lore of Hollow Knight. Let's see what time is it. It is getting a little bit late, chat. So unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to play Silksong today, but we might be able to play tomorrow, I think, after Race to the Moon. So we'll see. I'm hoping tomorrow we'll get to play it, but let's see. Does he have a correction video? Okay, if there is another Hollow Knight video you guys want me to watch, feel free to leave it in the YouTube comments or my Discord or anywhere to tell me. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching the mostly complete lore of Hollow Knight with me. I hope you guys had fun. Wow! There you go, and then the video should cut off there. So that was fun. That was really fun to watch, chat. Okay, so I think before we end that, I kind of want to see all the Hollow Knight cutscenes. And after the Hollow Knight cutscenes, we will be doing a giveaway for 1 Silksong cover, 1 Silksong copy, and then after that, we're gonna what was I gonna say? After that, we'll end the stream and then play Silksong another day. Yeah. Make it 3. You want to do 3 copies tonight? We'll do 2 more copies when we actually play Silksong. It's not a bunch of cutscenes as far as I remember. Okay, good. So we should be good to watch it. How do I buy it for someone? I already have it. So add to cart. What do I buy? This is a gift. Okay, view my cart. How do I like... Oh, I feel like I need to add you on Steam. Okay, I might just send you $20 for Silksong. How do I buy a Silksong key, chat? I've never done this before. You have to add him on Steam? Oh, wow. We'll hide it everywhere else. Oh, wow. Okay. Humble Bumble. You can get a key on Humble Bundle. How much is it on Humble Bumble? Something that low. $20 pay. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, $20 pay probably be easier. Giveaway scam. Title scam. Yo, half the title is right. I didn't realize around time. Kind of a humble... Okay, Sunny. Oh, okay. I think I'm just gonna PayPal you guys $20 for Silksong. Let's do that. I feel like that would be... Yeah, that would be the easiest. Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and look at all Hollow Knight cutscenes. Okay, it's like a 12-minute movie. Okay, cool. You guys want 40 copies of Silksong? Yay, $20 US McDiddy. Yeah, stream title is... I'm sorry, I'm gonna change it after. We ran out of time. I started streaming too late because I took a nap from school. But yeah. Alright, so I think we have all Hollow Knight. Yeah, in 4K. Okay, so let's go watch this one. Alright, make this... Please help me, it's no longer a joke. She has like a stop, child, stop! I'm gonna whip you back into your shed. Thank you so much, Chelsea, for the tier 1 sub. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all the subs and support today. I appreciate that a lot. $20, $20. Yeah, look forward to it, chat. So, enter the giveaway for the Silksong stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and watch this next video. Oh, that's that! Today we are reacting to all Hollow Knight cutscenes. I just finished watching the lore of the of the game, and it was really. Whoa, Silk Song! Oh my god, is it Silk Song? What the fuck? I almost got spoilers. Jesus Christ! What? How does someone have all the freaking? What the heck? How does someone have all the Silk Song cutscenes already? That would have been horrible. I'm planning to play that game. That would have been horrible. Wow. I almost ruined my day and all of chat's days. Good thing we read it. I read it because I was gonna introduce the title. Okay, we're back. All right, we are playing Hollow Knight. All cutscenes, 1080p. Thank you so much to someone for compiling the cutscenes. And yeah, as I was saying, we just finished watching the Hollow Knight lore, and that was really fun. And now I want to see the cutscenes of the game, and then we'll play Silk Song. Yeah. All right, let's check it out. Let's go react. I think we saw this one when we played. This is the Hollow Knight we know now. And the 3 dreamers. Okay, that was pretty cool. This one was really cute. The little knight walking. It looks like he walks a lonely road. Did we see this one yet? Let me see. Wow, the music in this game is beautiful. Whoa! Wait, that's Hornet! That was pretty cool! I didn't know. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, she gets like a smash entry. That's pretty cool. I like her needle. Aura. Whoa! Picasso! I like. What the fuck? What is that? I did not consent. Is this the Kingdom of Tears? Wow. This is beautiful. Oh, my eyes. Oh my god. Wow. Sorry, my eyes. Whoa. Is this the fucking sun? Oh, I'm assuming this is like when you fight the dreamers and you kill them. Oh, it's the sun again. We're gonna get flashbanged. Okay, so this is when you kill all the dreamers. I'm assuming that little animation. Well, now I want to see the boss fights. Maybe we'll pull up another video watching the boss fights. And this is how you get into the shell. Oh wow, there's really not that many cutscenes in the game. This one's really cinematic, wow. Dude, that fucking... This is such a cool scene. Like, even when we were watching the lore video, like, I love seeing animations. It was fun. It's really dynamic. I really like that they have, like, little animations for the ending, too. It's really cool. Sealed sibling ending. Oh, is that one was, like, kind of like the bad ending we saw. And she just, like, rots in here. Yep, now she's stuck in there to rot. I am Hollow Knight. Whoa, what the fuck's happening here? Oh, is this the other ending? Whoa, what's happening here? Oh, this is like the other ending where the void is... Oh, wow, this one's beautiful. Damn. This is a pretty good ending too. Like, wow. Wow, the music in this game is beautiful. It is so somber. Wow, I gotta listen to the soundtrack, chat. Let's do that together next time I study. Oh yeah, this is the fuck all ending. Wow, again with the music is beautiful. This fight, dude, like, oh my god, this is just a blue ball. Like, I want to see that fight. I think that would be like, I don't know, that'd be cool, but you know, that's a lot of resources to put in. Oh yeah, so I think the next one's the exact same, but with the flower. Chat told me it was a pain in the ass to get the flower ending. Wow. Damn, the music in the game is like seriously beautiful. This is really cool. I have so many questions about the flower. Like, why is this so powerful? Cinema! Yeah, the same little cutscene. Oh, what's this? What the fuck? What? What ending is this? What? Wait, the guy did not talk about that in the video. What? What is that?
You just beat Hollow Knight.
No, I did not beat Hollow Knight. Let me tell you that, good sir. What? If you know, you know. The mushroom, and they tell me, what does this have? Where? How do you get this? What? That's so random. You gotta play to know. Now I want to know. This guy look freaky. I don't like the way he looks. It's a joke ending, but it's very hard to get to. That's really funny. All right, those are all the Hollow Knight cutscenes. Wow, that was fun. That was fun. Oh, now maybe I should just play the game, chat. Maybe I should just. Thank you guys so much for watching the Hollow Knight cutscenes with me, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And we're gonna be heading over to the giveaway. But if you're watching this on YouTube, this is from the past. Bye, YouTube. Did you see my question? What was your question? Mochi still streaming? Yes, I'll be streaming for a little bit. I think I'm gonna be doing the giveaway. I will talk a little bit more, and that's gonna be the end of today's stream. But I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I miss streaming a lot, so I'm very happy to be here. Alright, you guys, I did that little giveaway. For those guys on YouTube, you guys will need to be on Twitch, unfortunately, for the giveaway, because we're gonna be playing marbles on stream, which is connected to my Twitch. So I'm gonna give those of you guys on YouTube some time to log in to Twitch if you need to log in. Here's a link to my Twitch. Join the Twitch chat for the giveaway. And we're gonna be giving away the game now. Giveaway now. I'm gonna pee and then we'll do the giveaway. We're giving away 1 copy of Silk Song. And we'll be doing there too when I freaking do shit. When I play the game. When I okay, alright. Stop! Not a comment YouTube. Oh, stop being a YouTube. You guys are like brothers. You guys are like cute bros. Okay, alright. I'm gonna be right back, chat. I'm gonna take a potty break. Be right back. On chat. Alright, we're doing a mini race. Enter race the Queen Cup. Wait, I don't want to enter it. Can I go back? Wait, the other race gave you more fans. I didn't realize. I thought the bottom one always gave you more. Can I undo it? Can I pull her out the race? Take me out! Oh man. Oh man. Dude, these fucking buttons are so sensitive, like my emotions, bro. Like I tickle it and it clicks. What? Sorry. Is F or G better? Well, none of these are satisfactory enough, right? Wait, F is better? I don't know my fucking alphabet, dude. That's the problem. Let me get a picture of the alphabet up, bro. I feel like F should come, like, after G. Why does F come before G, dude? I'm looking at a picture of an alphabet. Why does it come before G? That's actually like, wait, since when? Since when? When? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Why does it come before G? Chat, which horse would you guys bet on? Would you bet on Hans Chi? Do you guys think I can gallop my way to victory? Don't answer that. I already asked you guys. No one believes in me at all. No one does. You're gonna do 16 plates? I'm gonna gallop back? What the fuck? You actually think I would gallop backwards? That'd be fucking impressive. I would be like the Michael Jackson of horses, you know? This fucking alt! You fucking dumbass! I should have leveled up her wit more. Why? You were in 4th fucking place. Biwa, we're gonna send you to the glue factory. Biwa, why? Why, Biwa? Why? Bundled up. Come on, Biwa! Ult! Biwa! You have your ultimate! Yes! Yes! Yes, she's ulting! Come on! To the front! How are you ulting? You're still in 4th place! Biwa! How are you ulting in 4th place? Come on! Push your way forward! Biwa, come on! Biwa, there's bitches in front of you! Biwa, you can do it! No! The ult did nothing! Why? Why did you ult? If it did nothing! What place is she on up? 3rd place! Biwa! No! I only raise winners! Look, do you guys like my little horse ears? Look, when I blink, they go down a bit. I farted and it smells bad. I'm gassy today. What did I eat yesterday? I'm so gassy. Hi. Jesus Christ, dude. I fucking hate this. I hate the smell of fart so much. This is dog shit drawing, bro. Do better. Be better. Pong? What is this? Awful. That's awful. Never draw again. It's a pretty good drawing. This is a solid drawing. You know, I'm gonna thumb this up. This is such a solid drawing. I don't even know what to think about this. Why is it Ben 10? Why, chat? Why? Why? What world would you draw Ben 10? An upgrade? What? That was dog shit. Lesty. Spider-Man? Spider-Man! Why is this so bad? Where's the red? No, I'm getting good. I'm playfully getting angry. I'm just competitive. Okay, chat, can I tell you guys one secret? This is one secret I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone, not my management. Navi doesn't know about this. No one knows about this, okay? So when I was a young 17-year-old girl, I thought it was a brilliant idea for me to send an email to Navi. And I was like, hey, do you do VTuber model commissions? And like, really, like, just not, it's not professional at all. Like, this email is not written professionally. It's just some shoot for the moon type email. It was just like a dumbass email. Like, it was so stupid. Like, I think back about it and I cringe, you know? Even in the email too, I wrote like, I don't have a lot of money, but I just want to know how much to save up. I remember when I was stop laughing at me, stop. What's up, Kims? I'm back. Shut stop. No. What's up, Kims? I'm back. Hi, guys. Welcome back into the stream. Welcome back in. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the final portion of the stream, and I'm gonna be heading to bed soon because I'm getting super sleepy. I've been waking up at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. On days I sleep in, I wake up at 8, so my sleep has been fixed by force. Welcome back. Thank you guys for welcoming me back. Stop! Don't turn at me. Thank you guys so much for welcoming me back, chat. Thank you. Chat, I'm curious, how are you guys feeling about these kind of gorilla streams? These last second, I just popped the fuck up out of nowhere. I guess it's pretty predictable though. Everyone knows weekends, maybe Mochi, maybe Mochi weekends. So yeah. I hope it hasn't. I don't know. I hope you guys haven't missed any streams or anything like that. But yeah. Welcome back, streamer. Hi, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back in. Are you guys ready to play some marbles on stream? This is gonna be our last little segment on today, and then we'll be heading out. My season's fucked for the past 3 months, so it's no difference. Okay, that's great. That's they are nice. It works. School is important. Thank you guys. For, you know, not forgetting me and always coming back. I mean, it means a lot to me. I know. You know, I feel like as streamers are preached that like you gotta stream every day, otherwise you become irrelevant, and it's kind of really unhealthy. It's a really unhealthy mindset, but you know, it is what it is. I'm cooked. Do your homework. I'm gonna just stop. No, chat, don't forget me. It's only been 4 days. I have so much homework to do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish my homework before the race to the moon thing tomorrow, because that tourney starts tomorrow, and I think the first day is gonna be the longest we play. After that, we're gonna play pretty later at night. Hoochie, stop, no, you guys know who I am. You either something me, you're gonna be crying. Either something me. No more Silk Song giveaway. I cancel it. I'm kidding. Chat, those of you guys on YouTube, make sure to join over on Twitch if you guys want to join the Silk Song giveaway. And yeah, best of luck to all my ice cubes. Hey, I'm new here. Are you smoking? Farchi. My name is Mochi. It's not Moki. It's not Farchi. It's not Kunchi. It's not Hoochie. It's Mochi. Mochi. Oh man, I could have used that 20 rolls on food. You better use it on Silk Song. Okay, make sure to use it. Use it on food chat. I remember I used thank you guys for helping me buy me Uber Eats card. It's really nice after school to be able to buy myself a treat if I'm feeling like it. I got myself some tea after school. The problem is I come home from class at like 10 p.m. So I got myself some tea and I drank it. And I couldn't sleep for like hours, dude. I was like, oh shit, I cooked myself. Earn more of our revenue share program. It seems too confusing. Okay, there you go. Right. What's going on? Why is the music so crazy? It's let me go ahead and see. Can you guys see Marbles on stream? Do you guys see the game? Okay, nice, you do. You gotta get the mysterious gray sock. Glizzy feeds the mods. Wait, what? Wait, Glizzy feed the mods? I told him not to. I told my manager, do not feed my mods. They don't deserve food. Like, whoa. Have you guys been getting food and not telling me? Grant! You guys better have not been eating outside your monthly cracker I give you. Okay, we're just gonna do a single race. Let's see. What's a good one? What's a good map chat? You guys have any map suggestions? Splashy brutal attack. Yeah, this one kind of fucking calls for me. Short sleek shuffle. Gardens of Doom. Oh, you know what? I'm interested in Gardens of Doom. Let's try this one out. Alright, chat. How this race is gonna work is that first place will get the Silk Song coffee. If first place doesn't want it, the second place can get it. Second place doesn't want it, then we'll fucking keep going down the list. So that's how we're gonna do this race. It's a little different from the other ones. Get in, chat, get in! Exclamation mark play if you want to enter the Silk Song giveaway. There's no Hollow Knight themed ones. Oh, you know what? I should have looked, but we're here already. We're alright, here. We're playing a Hollow Knight OST while we wait. Hollow Knight best OST. Let's see what's the best OST. Okay, best of the Hollow Knight OST. Oh yeah, this is pretty fun. I hope it's not too loud. Let me know if it's too loud. It looks a little bit loud. I'm a lord. Is that better? Is that did I get in? Just do it again if you're not sure. Wait, I don't know why I don't see you guys' names though. How do I see your guys' names? What happened to the name? Okay, just keep spamming play until you're sure you're in. Try and tab out this game. Ah! How to see names from... Oh shit, sorry. Okay, this is bad. I'll turn up more. How to see names from Marvels on stream. Do I need to download it? No, just do exclamation mark play. Yeah. Alt key. Okay, the alt key. Okay, there you go. Alright, here you go. This is everyone that is in. We have 24 people in right now for the Hollow Knight key giveaway. You're in. Nice. Okay. Make sure you guys all get in. Giveaway time, baby. Why is my face angry? What did I do to it? My face? Okay, there you go. I think I see me. Hi, Chaotic Meeple. Come in. I think I see you on YouTube. Okay, alright. Make sure you guys see your names on here. Exclamation mark play. I don't think I see Meatball. Meatball, you might need to do it again. Oh, no, I see you. Sorry, I'm blind as fuck. You heard my Marvel? Okay, that's good. Alright, last call. Anyone else want to join the Silk Song giveaway? Going once. Going twice. Alright, we'll be going. I need some water really quick. Okay, alright, we're gonna go ahead and start. Oh, if I win, I'll go to second place. I just like competing for glory. Alright, and we're going. Whoa, it's still green and moldy. I guess it's on brand. Alright, we're going. Looks like it's hard to tell actually. It's anyone's race. I mean, we're right at the starting part. I don't really like the YouTube chat experience compared to Twitch. Oh no, that's valid. You know, it's up to the matter of opinion. Bro! Oh, looks like I'm gonna win. Am I delusional? I don't know. I guess we'll see. You know who else is delusional? My grandma, but we'll not talk about that today. We'll wait a bit. Alright, Gel's coming out first with a lead. Neptune looks like he's getting further than Gel, but everyone's taking their own little paths over here. Okay, alright. We're all going through the freaking ass plug. Okay, it looks like, whoa, everyone wants to take the fucking left side. Wow, we're all fucking sheep. Let's see how Gel is doing. Gel, Mal, and Peachy, they're the only ones that took the other side. Howdy is in dead fucking last place. Please pick up the speed. You're making the mod team look bad. Okay, Bispori is coming out of the tube. Whoa, this literally looks like the palico tube or whatever, like the tube on the uterus. Bestie is currently in first. Looks like, wow, looks like that other path was kind of slow. Bestie is currently in first place of fighting with King Fusion. Who will win? It looks like it's neck to neck to these two cubes here. Oh, they're going down here. Okay, now I don't... Oh, Tosan said, fuck y'all. Tosan is making her way through. What the heck? Whoa, Tosan just came out of fucking nowhere to win it. Peachy just died. Realized they weren't gonna win and ended it all. Looks like Otosan's winning this, maybe? Let's see. Otosan is freaking going somewhere. Where are you, Otosan? Oh, last stretch, last stretch. Okay, Otosan is in a good lead. Mako is very close in second place. Oh, Mako overtakes Otosan. What the fuck? Oh, Otosan overtakes Mako, but he's... Howdy! Where did Howdy come from? What? I thought you were in last place. What the fuck? Okay, Howdy is in the lead technically right now, but it's pretty neck and neck with these 5 competitors. Oh, wow, Mako just got murdered. Well, what the heck? Grim won! What? Where did Grim win from? Tosan, you were so close! Oh no. Congrats, Grim, on your win of a copy of Silk Song! Feel free to share me your PayPal. I will DM you and I will send you that money tonight. Rigged. I guess it was actually rigged. Howdy was lying when he said he was gonna rig this. Rigged! Whoa. It's a money laundering scheme. No, it's not! Congrats on your win, Grim, and congrats to everyone else that finished the race. Top 5, that's my first marbles. I've never not died. Really? Well, congrats on finishing this one. What the fuck? Can I go? Alright, the final results. Grim in first place. Congrats, Grim, on winning. In second place is Blade, and on third place is King. Grim needed the food funds. He's not allowed to eat as a mod. It's in the contract. In fourth place is Vessi, and fifth is Chaotic Meatball. Look, I'm 6. I'm not too bad. Eat my dust, rest of chat. We did it. I'm happy I wasn't last. Let's say give a 07 to our fallen soldiers that died in battle. Nepa, Mako, and Peachy. Sorry, you guys died. I got top today, so I'm happy. Congrats. Dude, I didn't even come close. 12th and not 13th. I was so close. You were, Mako. You were right there, but you got blasted off the map, unfortunately. Is the marbles done? Yeah, we were only doing 1 marbles today. Chat, come by streams for the weekend. We might play Silk Song and do 2 other giveaways. I'm not sure when. It's all Gorilla. Even my YouTube waiting room was Gorilla, so... If you guys are new here, I am a college student, so I stream very spontaneously when I can. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for stream today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It was a lot of fun. PG very peche so far, taste-wise. What's a peche? Okay, there you go. Alright. Thank you, chat, so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you. I really appreciate it a lot. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And, yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you guys had fun just talking with me and watching some Hollow Knight. That's pretty much all we did today. That Hollow Knight session was quite long. Tomorrow, chat, is going to be the first day of my tourney. I worked really hard to plan this alongside with Arisa, so it would mean a lot to me if you guys were to please come by tomorrow and support us while we race to the moon and enter our Minecraft tournament. As well, tomorrow after Race to the Moon, we might play Silk Song depending on what time we end. If we end before 9, I'll probably be able to play, but we'll see. What else was there? On Sunday, chat, we're going to be opening Pokemon cards around 6 p.m. PST and playing Pokemon TCG with Lamina. If anyone's interested in making me eat cards or anything like that, we'll be doing that as well. I'm thinking, chat, do you guys want to cut my packs? Should I let you guys cut my packs? I'm really anxious about it because I haven't gotten any good Pokemon pulls in a long time. So maybe this Sunday might be the opportunity. Should I cut cards and how much should I cut them for? Bro, just keep them. But I love the thrill of gambling. I love the thrill of gamble. No cutting? No? Okay, you guys don't want me to cut it. Okay, I won't cut it. I'll eat them though. Okay, alright. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you. Make it expensive. Get a shredder. I would shred my cards for $100. I don't know if that's worth it though. Respect for balancing both college and content is difficult to do. It is. It's a lot harder than before. Because what is the chat? Back then when I made my college schedule, like I was able to stream every day. I really was. But with being in this like higher education, it's a lot harder because they force me to be at school all day. It sucks. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST. Okay, the waiting room time is on YouTube if you wanted the time conversion and stuff like that. If you guys are new here, feel free to follow my Twitter for updates when I stream, and feel free to join my Discord server too. Sometimes we hang out there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I hope you guys had fun. Bye, Ice Cube. Sleep well. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the tourney. Good night, everyone. Mwah.